You don't say the 2-in-1.
All right. Jesus.
Lock City Drift, chill and vibing. ELJ photography with the big YouTube vibes.
Is he already in there?
No, but I was looking at his thing. I like that my YouTube is full of like people at the center of the earth shit. Okay, what's our names on the YouTube's revival? Okay, how's it not coming up?
I got it.
Switch.
Here we go. Revival motoring.
Oh, I like this.
Ooh, live.
Actually, yeah.
Oh,
Big
here we are.
fan of the rolling chat.
What's up, everybody? What's everybody up in the chat
that's
room?
a very good idea.
Tim Connor's been too long.
It's been exactly 7 days.
almost to the minute.
Yeah.
I like this keyboard.
What's up?
What's that? What are you doing over
What
there?
are you trying to do?
Big
bud?
chat.
Put it in your thing. I don't want to read that.
Oh, I do.
You guys want to read it big?
Yeah, big chat.
We doing big chat? Yeah, make it a little smaller though.
Yeah, I mean,
It's blocking out.
we
the
don't
whole
need
thing.
full screen.
You're going big chat
It can
small?
go smaller. ELJ, just so your video come up on YouTube is looking very tight.
Yeah, that's good.
There we go. Now move Revival Motoring left a little.
All right. Mute that.
So how's everybody doing out there? We're over here, deep in the cut.
Still working our way through the
Being
kinks.
Flat jump in here because he sent me something supremely funny.
Who?
Being
Audi
Flat.
exclusive in the room. See at the low
Australian
show.
contingent.
Being Flat. Good morning. Is he here?
No. But
Rick
he sent
the
me
Dub, what
something
up, Rick?
very funny for the show.
This makes it so I don't even have to like look at that shit.
I know.
It's the
Yeah,
best.
It's
I
kind of
have to look at it on my freaking
You know
thing
what?
here.
I'm not even going to do that. Yeah, I don't need it. If that's there, I don't need it. I don't use them.
No.
Rocky. Remember the Rocky movie? Hey, Rocco, you interested in condominiums? Hey, yo, I don't use them. One of the best lines.
I don't use them. Having too many ideas is a great thing,
No
Mr.
such
ELJ.
Only not enough time.
Always not enough time. All right, little recording
We're
there.
running all kinds of backups.
We got
Yep, backups on
Is this
backups.
backup?
Battery backup.
Is that thing on?
Was
Yeah.
I think
John
so.
and Ryan here with Kyle and Dan?
They recorded separately.
Nuts
Like-
to butts?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
because I drove by, I saw all their cars here, and I was like, what are these guys doing?
Yeah, peen to peen.
They're forming a...
Because
I believe it was an elephant walk.
Stairs was on vacation now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what it was.
It's on vacation.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
What's he doing?
like
I
he's
believe it's
hiking.
a big family vacation, like
Okay.
house family in New Hampshire. That's what it is. I was trying to think where it was.
Great White North.
White Mountains, moose.
Did you see a moose?
No.
Birch.
Pre-party question: how do we like the new Z? Come on, buddy. We're gonna save that for the podcast.
No.
Yeah, Jesus, you're gonna
come
take away
on.
our whole
How's the
fucking
K
content.
fight going? Come on.
It's
Come on,
literally
Bast
all
VR.
the. It's everything
That's all
we're
our
gonna talk
content.
about.
We can't tell you that right now. But we're coming up on that, man. That
Yeah.
new Z. Whew.
Get rolling in a moment.
Shook blowing the whole story over there.
All right. Go.
He just said, I'm excited about it.
Shook's super excited about it.
Slash from the record.
Yeah. Can you delete your comment?
Yeah, pull that back. Back that out.
Retract.
He's excited about it when they're $500.
Remove. Wait, can you remove the other comments as well? So,
Oh,
like,
this is
how's the
great.
K fight going? Like, just
Yeah.
ditch that one.
Can we dump other people's stuff? Oh no, don't
No,
block.
no,
don't
no,
block.
no, 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 no. That's like all the Bring It Trailer comments that go on. I mark them all as not constructive.
Someone's gonna be out there working.
Yeah, redacted.
Redacted. For their protection.
Shouts to Knit Aesthetic.
Shouts to the knit man.
I think we're ready to roll, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so?
sure.
Everybody good? Boys, any questions before we get rolling?
Now we're good.
Okay. Need anything? You good?
I got waters
Feel
here
free
for
to grab
everybody.
waters. Yeah.
I'm sure you guys know, but you gotta like eat the mic.
Oh yeah.
Because the drop off
100%.
is so
Yeah.
bad.
Yep.
Thank you, boys.
Just like ours. We just got to time it right so we don't wind up going in together.
Yeah.
We've had some guests do that.
Yeah.
Guys,
It's just
maybe on purpose.
The Fieldworks boys, they were actually they were a little excited about it.
They were,
Yeah,
they were a little
very
close.
close to the mic.
They were whispering into each other's faces.
They're really excited about having to put their lips next to each other.
Yeah. It was beautiful. Sweet.
We've known each other for like 35 years, so it's fine.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely great.
We're one. All right, let's roll. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Josh Garcia, and this is the Revival Motoring Podcast. As always, I'm joined by Chuck Who
Hello.
and Corey.si.
Hello, hello.
Shookie's over there, doesn't have a mic, but
Should scream something.
he's drifting in his pants.
What the fuck's up, Daddy?
On this week's episode, we are joined by Andrew and Brad of the Auto Off Topic podcast. We're going to talk about their podcast. We're going to talk about Climbing to the Clouds. They recently attended as media, and I'm very, very interested in all the haps on that. Before we get rolling, this episode is brought to you by New England Auto and Truck Recyclers. New England Auto and Truck Recyclers, also known as NEATR, is located in Winchendon, Massachusetts, centralized Massachusetts out there for those that are unfamiliar. They are the purveyors of premium recycled auto parts. They provide engines, transmissions, body panels, wheels, used tires, interior bits, etc., etc. All cleaned, tested, and reliable. And the kicker, you know what it is, Corey?
What is it?
It's that 6-month warranty that all those parts come with. So
Neater.
if you are interested, go hit up their website. That's fineuseparts.com. Again, that's fineuseparts.com, or give them a call, 1-800-553-3080, or you can check out their YouTube channel for new inventory and updates all of the time. So go check them out and tell them that Revival Motoring sent you.
Tell them we miss them.
Now we can hit this button.
If you'd like to leave a callback number, press 2.
Get right into it. We're all business here today.
Are we all business?
I don't know.
Business in the front.
I got
party in the back.
I got a listener call back
Yes.
from the great Nicky Novak Nick,
Shouts Novak Nick.
who I mentioned on the last podcast or the one before that. He has actually put the money down. He's being about it on the Ford Maverick.
Maverick. Yeah.
So let's get into Novak Nick's comments here. Quick callback on the old Maverick. When you asked what you can fit in the bed, boy, let me tell you, I did some extensive YouTube research, and not only can you put 1,500 pounds in the bed, but with the tailgate in, I'd be at halfway position. You can fit 18 sheets of 4x8 3/4 inch plywood comfortably in the back.
Yeah.
18 sheets.
Yeah, I don't think that's comfortably, but I'll take it from him. The Ford Flex bed is legit. Also, I went with the 2-liter turbo, all-wheel drive upgraded, added the 4K tow pack, which includes upgraded oil and trans cooler,
Yeah.
hitch, different gearing, and some other dumb bullshit, spray and bed liner, and a sunroof, and I'm around $26K, including bullshit destination fees. That's a rate.
I was at 24.5. I didn't do spray and bed liner, no sunroof, because those are for bitches.
Yes.
And like the other just like random junk.
What happens when the sun goes away forever? That's a waste of roof.
Doesn't matter. Don't need it. It's already dark for me.
Yeah, I'll make
So-
my own hole in the roof.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I dig it, man.
It's a good price.
Yeah.
I have something more about that later. We'll cover in the news. It's funny because as soon as you brought it up, I wanted like, well, how did he break it down? Like, what was he building? So
That's what he built.
I'm interested.
That's from
Did
the,
he say
the
what color?
God. He did not say what color. which
Because him and
He
I were
did-
pretty
I was
much
gonna
spot
say-
on.
He did say it's going to be September. So it's only a few weeks before he,
Yeah.
before we see it.
So I picked Area 51 gray.
You like that color?
I don't know. It's popular in all the other ones, so I was just kind of like, fuck it. Why not?
When
I
I
mean, it's
did
not
a-
like I actually bought it. I just wanted to spec it out
Yeah,
online,
I was
you
going to
know?
say, when I did the old fake builds, I was
Yeah.
kind of into that new electric blue.
It's bright, buddy.
I
Have you
know.
seen it in real life? It's
No, I don't think I've seen it.
it's
Yeah.
aggressive.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. To
It's
take
a lot
in.
to walk out to every
That's
day.
pretty aggressive for a blue.
That and their orange-ish thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that good? We low on.
We got a little volume issues going on the YouTubes. I think we're losing a channel. I don't know why. I can kick this box a couple times.
I can turn it up a little bit.
Give it a little taste.
Yeah.
there.
Let's give us a little taste.
Always having wonderful audio issues live. That's
Yeah.
the joy of live. Can you get?
I have it in both ears.
You get it in both ears?
Yeah.
Well,
You know-
everybody shook has it in both ears.
And
so-
what I appreciate about what Novak Nick did is that So the bed's like 4.5 feet with it folded down all the way, and the
Yep.
cage, which I did add as an option, it makes it a 6-foot bed, which is like your standard kind of
Practical,
yeah.
every day.
So it just turns into a bed. But yeah, I want to know more about the Ford Flex bed. It's all these different positions and everything.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought we were talking about the Ford Flex, the ultimate Ford vehicle.
That is top.
Funkmaster
Top
Flex.
tier. Top tier. Weren't those things like indestructible?
I don't know. I haven't seen one in like 10 years, so probably not.
Probably not.
I'm guessing that's a solid fucking no. But I mean, it was pretty badass.
It's definitely an interesting take on.
It was definitely an interesting take on the Honda Element.
Yeah,
Sure was.
Yeah. That's the name I was looking for on it.
You know what's funny? I really can't remember the last time I've seen one of those.
A Honda Element?
Neither have I.
No, Ford Flex.
Ford Flex, I think they all just exploded once
Yeah.
they
I
were 10 years
can't-
old. You guys seen a Ford Flex lately?
No, but
No.
I did appreciate that they were the Funkmaster Flex edition for Flex.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah.
That was
They
better.
used to do the Funkmaster Flex car show in Providence.
It was sponsored by Ford,
It,
probably.
it must have been. It was, dude, astonishing. You drive downtown and it'd be all Hater Vision TVs in the back facing outside. Unbelievable.
I'm
All-
into it.
They all show porno all the time, which is an interesting way to do it.
I'm going to be honest. I've reached out to Mr. Funk himself a
Yes?
handful of times. No response. He's
I
not responded.
I got the email
That surprises
for.
me. I don't think Funkmaster Flex is a regular listener to our podcast.
Yeah, no, but I did get the email for Exhibit's manager,
Okay.
and I've emailed a bunch. No word, nothing.
Still holding on that hope.
I'm gonna keep trying.
Yeah. Show up every day. That's it.
Yeah.
Eventually, you'll get the job.
Tell you what, if you want a Ford Flex, pretty cheap. So
we have,
How-
we have a friend who tows a race car trailer with one. So
Can a Ford
and it still
Flex
runs,
tow?
so-
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they have a pretty decent towing capacity. The
Actually,
twin turbo
didn't-
one.
is it
No
body on
shit.
frame or is it
No,
uni?
it's unibody.
Okay.
Didn't
you
we-
couldn't tow like a diesel truck, but it's
No, but it
decent-
can get something
It
done.
can tow a small race car. Yeah.
We went pretty hard on making fun of these things, like, I don't know, a few months ago. But then somebody
this
hit us
guy.
with some like specs on one.
On a
and it was
Ford
surprising.
Flex?
So
Yeah.
it's up to
I can't-
4,500 pounds.
I've always been a big fan of the Ford Flex. Find the sound clip, I dare you.
Yeah.
Go ahead, have a look.
I had no idea they even made him in 2019. I thought it stopped in like 2012.
2019. Yeah, it's still that. Isn't that when they stopped making cars? Besides the
not a-
Mustang.
What is it, a car?
It's not a car. It's a very large
Still an
vehicle. If you've ever
SUV
seen one, it's huge.
It's just what do you call them? Panel van.
It's like a much less obtrusive excursion.
In no V10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like an Explorer and like an Aerostar or something.
Yeah. It's
That's
just-
far
that's a
more
perfect-
accurate.
yeah.
It looks like it'd be a very useful vehicle. I've never been in one.
You never been in what, a Ford Flex?
Yeah.
There's a
I
joke
mean,
in there somewhere, but I
There's
can't.
300 within 50 miles from here, so we can just
What
go.
are they getting for him?
It looks like anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000, depending on how many
Jesus.
miles.
20. That's a commitment.
20
If
grand's a
you're-
serious commitment.
20
$5,000 will buy you one that you can probably drive around for a week.
It's a solid flex.
Get you to and from
Strange
at
flex.
least once or twice.
Moral of the story is, though, I'm happy another listener is into the Ford Maverick.
Yeah. Yeah. I want somebody to get one.
Someone outside of us.
Some right. Yes. Exactly.
I want to see it in person before I commit.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't want one. I'll make that very clear.
I don't get the balls to order one before seeing something like that.
Again, in all the photos, I go, wow, that's pretty small.
I can show you some photos. It looks good in person.
So in
It doesn't
person,
look good in person.
I'm just gonna be like, wow, that's really awkwardly
Yeah,
small.
those are tiny little things. Looks like micro.
Yeah.
Might be the new S Dime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could do they do a crooked plate? Is that an option?
Yes, crooked plate.
I'll
for
just
sure.
take one license plate screw out. Just let it dangle.
That Rhode Island crooked plate?
No, just make your own bracket so it actually purposely hangs like that. It'd be perfect.
It's got to be flush though. Everybody knows.
Yeah.
What else do we have for the old callback Roonies?
I have something here.
Oh man, the Ford
I-
Flex hits very
that
hard.
thing looks pretty. That picture up top, like second one in, not
Trash
so,
pit.
not
Yeah.
so much.
Third row, first column. Nope, down one more. Yeah. I'm into that.
Yeah,
Chrome
no,
wheels.
that hits very hard.
Just skating
What's
on
the
the
those-
highway.
inside of this thing?
Those
look like?
solid wheels that like DeHate used to run.
I hope so.
Oh,
They're the
no.
most expensive, least designed wheel ever.
Schmidt TH lines.
I think their CCW is like uncut.
Oh yes, you're correct. Yes.
I do appreciate that all Flex fans post their things on Pinterest and Wheelwell, not places actual people use.
Yeah, that's how you know. That's how you know these guys are hardcore.
Dedicated to the brand.
Yeah, they need their own places.
It looks like a Scion XB with 4 extra feet added.
You know,
so
another
that-
great observation.
That
Chop
picture
top
that I
Scion
strongly
XB.
dislike, that's Scion XB right there.
Yeah.
I can't get down
What,
with that.
top left?
That one right there, or the main picture now.
Oh, that thing?
Like
that's
first
fine.
gen XB, another vehicle, love it. I know, like it's like not.
No, it looked
wonderful,
nice
whatever.
on that. Like a big flat wing off that, like a
A
super
drag wing?
long flat wing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all at the buy here, pay here lots, so you can.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Can
You
we get
guys
an interior
finance?
shot? Because I'm curious as well.
Also, yeah, they take a firm for these things or what?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
What's the only way you can buy them?
Oh, 3 rows.
Wow.
Not
You-
funky at all, though.
You
but-
and all the homies.
well, I'm not big on the 2-man back row. That's a little romantic and strange.
Wow,
You know what I mean? Look at the
That
fucking
is a lot of
space
room
in
in
this thing.
there. All right.
But they got to be shit shows to own, right?
I
It's
don't
basically
know.
a Ford Taurus, I think. In our
Yeah.
so-
Is that what it's?
Yeah,
Yeah.
based on a Ford Taurus.
Yeah. All right.
Shook's in on a Ford Flex.
Shook's got a new daily.
You can like they were saying, you can tow with it.
Are they all-wheel drive or can you get a rear wheel option?
No, what can you get a rear wheel? What are you gonna do with that?
EcoBoost motor.
Whatever you want.
That's called an Econoline.
Yeah. you
Get
just
that
an
Echo
Econoline.
Boost.
Speaking of another quirky vehicle,
Yes.
I actually saw it on the road today, and I was like, this is actually looking pretty good. GLC 43 AMG. Has anyone seen one of these on the road?
GLC
43.
43 AMG. Yes.
Yeah, good looking car.
It's all right.
Not a car, but it's like
Kind
the
of a car, though.
size of a Macan, so similar. I don't know. I was digging it. It's coming up behind me real quick. Past. Yes.
They were all terrible.
Yeah, because the rear height of the GLC 43 is like the same as the front.
Right.
It doesn't slope as hard.
Right.
I think the glass slopes. It's kind of an optical illusion. Good looking truck.
That's
Car,
kind of illusion.
vehicle, SAV, SUV.
Makes
I don't even know what you call them anymore.
385.
Yeah.
What makes 385? The Ford Flex?
No.
I said, Jesus,
No,
this keeps
the-
getting
the-
better.
I also like the front grille line. It looks good coming up behind
AMG
you.
43.
It was this blue color. It was nice.
I always like the GLA AMG.
Oh, we've talked about
The
that
one
before.
that the first year they made it had 400 horsepower. In year 2, they're like, you know what? 360 is fine. Like,
Yeah.
it's the highest output 4-cylinder ever.
Yeah.
Like, here's a software update for
Yeah.
you that knocks 40 horsepower off the car.
It's the most high-strung thing ever.
Scale that back a bit.
Doubles its life.
Yeah.
20,000
We're
miles.
still on the Ford Flex. I'm digging it.
Yeah.
Whatever. What else do I got here?
What else you got?
That's an event. We can talk about that in a little bit.
I got a quick one.
Go ahead, hit me with a quick one.
I talked about I DJ'd Lock City this weekend, which was great.
Okay.
Shout to Lock City, had a great time. Good
I
seeing
just
everybody
have-
there.
Hot as fuck.
Yeah, you got, I don't know. I wasn't that hot.
Buddy.
Uh,
It was toasty.
But anyways, I talked about last time I DJ'd with the guy who showed up here with like the coolest car ever. I forgot what it was. Mike Avery. Turns out his name's not Mike Avery at all. So sorry to Mike Avery for
Was
calling
that
him Mike
with the,
Avery.
with the Toyota?
Yeah,
Or with the Ford wheels?
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And his name is actually Mike Varney. And he's just the best guy ever. I don't know how I looked at his Instagram name, which
You
is
pulled a Josh.
Mike Varney,
I was going to say, it's very easy
and
to do.
said Avery.
Yeah.
But I've said it multiple times, so I was going to apologize to the god and let him know I love him.
Shouts to Hazel Eyes.
What's he out there drifting? Because I saw him.
He's a E46 green one. E36 green one. It's magnificent.
What motor?
Magnifico.
Just an M series motor? Or?
It's got the serious bullseye on that thing.
Oh, boy. Shook. What are you doing over
Yeah.
there?
No one's trying to see that.
What else? What else do we have for callbacks?
Oh, I went to BMW Day.
Oh, yeah. You at the BMW day
I went to BMW Day with the Chris's.
The Lars?
at Lars,
With the Chris's.
which years ago I went to and decided was the worst car show ever.
It was so years ago, Chuck and I showed up.
And Chris.
Was Chris there? Which one?
Good Chris.
Good Chris. Okay.
Yeah.
And we show up, and we have gone to a ton of Lars events before this. We show up, and there's this like weird thing going on.
It was a concourse.
And there's a gentleman on the mic, and he's like, "You have 15 minutes to finish cleaning your wheels before we move on to like glass cleaning." And simultaneously, we all look at each other. And we're like,
Time to go.
"Where the fuck can we go?" Because
Yeah.
we all get the day free. Where can we go? We drove from Lars Anderson, right outside of Boston, all the way to Portsmouth, Rhode Island, just to go to like some shitty Cars and Coffee just because it wasn't there.
Yeah, thanks for throwing that, Blake. It was nice.
That was the last BMW day I'd gone to up until this point.
And I swore it off.
Yeah, he swore it off.
And you guys were all group chatting about how you're going. I was like, I'm just not fucking going to this thing.
I went with hate in my heart. I
Fueled
showed
by only hate.
It was great. It was cool. Everyone was awesome. Always stand by the fact that it's okay to tell people sometimes no. Like to have 30 335s, E90 335s. Like, we don't need it.
Right,
We don't need it.
right.
We don't need it. It was packed. There was a lot of people. It was cool to see that many people out coming to another show. There was a lot of older, cool cars there. People like set up like little tables and they're like cooking food and putting together sandwiches behind their cars. It was cool. It was a very different scene from the last time we were there.
Very good to hear, actually.
Yeah. But it seems
bit
like
of
year
hope.
of the 6 for everyone else.
Everybody had the 6 out.
A lot of 6 series there.
Lots of E24s. Lots of bad cars there.
Yeah. A lot of bad cars. A lot of, you know what was nice too is a lot of E30 M3s, all modified.
Love to see them modified.
Last time we went, it was like,
There's still
Only
hope.
perfection.
Yeah.
So this was truly BMW Day and not BMW CCA Concourse Day.
no, just BMW Day. Like, come hang out, have fun. There was one old fuck throwing a hissy fit because the ice cream truck was parked near him. Besides that, everyone else was all right.
I think the ice cream truck got there first, though, right?
Definitely did.
Yeah. So he
Also
was
had
parked near the
permission
ice
to be
cream
there.
truck.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Accurate.
he asked the ice cream guy to leave, so I promptly went up to buy ice cream.
Yeah.
So he
Spend as
couldn't
much
leave.
money on ice cream as possible.
and dripped on his hood in the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's just
At
like
a Choco Taco.
like we talked about the other day, Wolf of Wall Street. Look, man, here's $100. What I need you to do is bring over 5 snow cones every 5 minutes from there until one of us passes the fuck out. Done.
Until I get diabetes, you don't stop. Yeah, it was a great day. Weather was awesome. There was even some cool P cars tucked all the way at the top of the hill.
Yeah. Tuck them over in the dumpster. It was BMW Day.
Cool. It was a gold on gold, like 930 turbo. Oh, it was cool.
Oh, no.
It was nice. It was
That's nice.
But yeah, it was cool. It was a nice event. It was a nice
Did
little
Contribution
weekend.
Chris smell him out? He was like, there's P cars on top of the hill.
No, it was coming in as we were leaving.
Okay.
But it was a perfect like 2.5 hour like kind of peruse.
Yeah, yeah.
We went inside, checked out inside the museum too. There's some new
Yep.
cars in there, whatever.
What do they got inside? Anything cool?
We got a Nomad from like 60 something that's like fully airbrushed with flames.
Sick.
Oh, it's been in tons of magazines. If you saw a photo of it, it's been everywhere.
Didn't,
918
Nigeria.
Spider. What's up?
didn't one of their cars just get accepted to Monterey or something like that? I thought
Lars?
they posted. Yeah. I
Probably.
could have swore that they posted recently. It was one
The
of those
coolest thing
guys.
in there was a VW bus, like a pickup bus thing. I don't know what you actually call it. I'm sure people are screaming right now.
Tech van?
Yeah, kind of style. Gentleman found it in a salvage yard in not Burlington, Vermont, but right outside of Burlington, Vermont.
Yeah.
And
Shouts
it
to Jay
was
Speeds.
it was a
Shouts.
shitty single stage red paint.
Yeah.
And he was cleaning it up, and he noticed there was stuff under the paint. So he started cleaning
Put Paul on it.
and found out that there was original, like hand like painted lettering under the paint.
Mm-hmm.
So he stripped the entire car, stripped that single stage off the entire car. Found out that underneath it used to be a company truck for
Okay.
this lumber yard, somewhere nowhere near here, and it was all like hand painted, like old school, like truck lettering for the company. It was a lumber yard, and he went through the whole thing, documented the whole thing. Apparently, it's on YouTube. I didn't look. I should have before this. Company found it, and they reached out to him and then sent him a ton of stuff that was like, yeah, if you're gonna keep the truck, like we want to send you some stuff to keep with the truck. That would kind of
Documents and just history.
yeah, some
and-
other photos, some other like knickknacks for the truck,
Yeah.
and it's on display there. It was cool. It was by far way cooler than the 918 Spider.
Yeah.
But it was awesome.
Cool.
That stuff like that with a story.
Yeah, yeah. No, it goes a long way.
Yeah.
Just seeing the history of something.
Yeah.
And then it's seeing it physically still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was awesome to see. Like, I mean, I can only imagine how much work it takes to strip off. You know, because you strip it off, but you have to leave what's underneath.
Yeah, how
there.
do you do that?
I
I
was
mean,
just
I
gonna
just
say-
go hard on the compound, strip the whole thing down the middle.
There was it named what he used.
That's cool.
It wasn't. It was like an exact like chemical to use that would only strip like this particular.
Yeah.
No way.
You doing that would last exactly like 3 minutes.
It wasn't McGuire's Ultimate Compound in a yellow pad.
No.
Yeah, we'll get right through this.
Yeah. No.
Sheet metal.
Yeah. It was.
It's over.
It was awesome to see, but that was the coolest thing there,
Nice.
inside and outside. So.
I like that. What else do I got here? Josh, you got anything?
A couple of quick callbacks.
Yeah, here we
Just
go.
kind of some housekeeping, if you will. You can visit our website, revivalmotoring.com. We have our new hats up for pre-order.
Nice.
Went with a bunch of different colorways this time. And the reason we did a pre-order, obviously, we don't want to have 30 of one color and only 2 people want those. So that's going to be up and running for about a week, a little over a week. So you can go over to our website right now and snag yourself a copy. That's one quick callback that I had.
I got kind of a sad one.
Uh-oh.
The car community lost a legend this week.
They most certainly did.
Lost Rudy, Mr. 993, who's just, I don't know, the guy was unbelievable. He was a treasure to the whole community. If you followed him online, he had every color 993, probably every color 964.
Yeah.
Same with 2002, same with E30 M3s. I spoke with him once at Luft. He was just the nicest guy ever. I think anybody that had met him in real life or interacted with him online can attest to the fact that he was just like a wealth of knowledge, willing to talk about anything. Just a great, laid-back, self-made guy. And, yeah, it just sucks we lost him. So
The absolute outpouring of support, like all over my Instagram feed and feeds in general, this weekend was crazy. Like, it just everywhere.
yeah, had to be. Yeah, he was. He was a legend because of the cars. He was a legend because he was just a legend of a guy.
Yeah.
He's a super nice guy. I know his family's putting together. They set up an email address. I don't know it off the top of my head, but they set up an email address so if people had videos or photos with him, send them all an email address and they can be putting together like a montage video of just like memories over the years of all different cars. Because he would go everywhere. I mean, from Houston, I mean, we met him in L.A.
Mhm.
and he shipped cars up, drive cars up. I mean, he wasn't afraid to drive them either. He'd drive them all over. So hopefully, I look forward to seeing that. It'd be a great memory.
Yeah. I don't have any other callbacks.
The only other things I have is we have mentioned Staggered's open for online registration.
Yep.
Please make that happen sooner the better, just so they get an accurate count. You don't want to miss your spot over there.
It's about almost a month to the day.
I should have
Actually,
wrote.
if you're listening
I should have
to
wrote
this,
the date, but it's about a month out.
September 19th.
September 19th.
And then
if you're listening to this.
Fieldworks is coming up.
Like
so
2
just
weeks.
Let's get hyped for Fieldworks. It's going to be a hell of a
August
show.
29th.
We love it every year. We had the boys on. If you didn't hear that one, please listen back. That was probably one of our most off-the-rails podcasts in a long time.
Their mouths get really close.
Yeah, love having those guys on. So big shout out to the Fieldworks guys. That's on the way.
Shouts to GTI Joe and his most recent pickup.
GTI Joe. And then I have a user submitted deep thought, which could lead to some conversation.
Okay.
Unless you get some more callbacks.
No,
nope,
let's
nope,
go.
I'm good.
All right, you ready for this? Deep thought from a longtime listener, not first time submitter here, 36 Mafia, on a turbo LS2 BMW, a 2002 BMW 540M Sport. It was on BAT.
Mhm.
And let's get the deep thought. Ready? I'm gonna read it as he sent it. I got a deep thought. While it's rad to see unique and somewhat modified cars such as this, I'm the only person that thinks BAT should keep to relatively stock or close to stock cars. I feel like more and more we're starting to see people's projects come up. The only exception would be if you keep the engine swaps from the same manufacturer, i.e. E30 with an S52, SC300 with a 1J GTE, C10 with a modern day LSX swap, etc. What do you think?
I think, yes, I agree, sticking to stock cars or minimally modified cars. Because even a car with a manufacturer engine swap, I personally hesitate to trust whomever did that work previously.
Yeah, that's the one thing I thought. Like the market can, if they sell, they sell, right? So I get it. But if I were to bring a trailer, I might be worried that someone's going to buy this car for a bunch of money because it's going to get plowed up. And then you're going to buy, and I'm not saying this car is crap, but let's say you buy something with a 2J swap. You buy a 240 with a 2J swap and it's done just like shit. That would be, if you do a couple of those as bring a trailer, you kind of be like, oh, okay.
Right.
That's not good because now you're getting a worse reputation. Now I know Bring a Trailer kind of combs through these things, and I would think maybe if they were going to do this stuff, maybe you send a guy out that knows it, but that would be added cost to do so. So I'm kind of in the middle. Like I like to see crazy modified stuff. If that 540M Sport had like a S62 in it, I'd be super hyped. But it could be the same thing. It could just be a shit swap. So you never really know, you know. And I've always avoided buying people's projects.
And that's my general rule of thumb. It's just like
I break it every time.
has
Break it every time.
fuck it, plow right through it.
I think Bring a Trailer actually does some kind of vetting of those cars like that, and if it's not a backyard build, they may not take it. If it has a reputable shop has built it, and there's paperwork and history with the
Associated,
car,
yeah.
they're more likely to take the vehicle.
Yeah.
I think they already
Yeah.
have a process with that.
Yeah,
So I've tried to sell a couple of cars through Bring a Trailer and been
denied. Yeah.
with some of the questions they asked and
Is-
trying to figure it out.
Is that just what was the reason for denying? Is that just because you modified them to?
No, they weren't modified, but they
Okay.
didn't fit the criteria exactly the way they wanted it.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then one of them was like, okay, yeah, we'll list this thing, but we're going to put it for like a $2,000 reserve.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'm not doing that.
Right.
So,
Right.
For sure, it's not
example-
going to sell for $2,000, but just
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
case.
For example, Chris's 190E.
Yep.
He went to go submit it from Bring a Trailer, and they denied it, and they were like, go manual swap it and then bring it back, and we'll list
Oh,
it
right,
then.
right,
So they
right.
told him to go modify it
Right.
and then bring it back. Hey, we're not going to list it. Well, actually, not true. They told him they would list it as an automatic, but no reserve.
But okay.
Yeah.
No reserve. But hey, if you go manual swap it, we'll then list it for what you want your.
That's interesting to
to be.
see that they would encourage that.
I think he
But I
wrote
think
it.
No,
it-
it'd be a hotter property. He
Yeah.
was going to
So I
sell it
think
with
it's
the
just-
manual swap.
Exactly.
It's just encouraged just for isolated cases. It
Yeah.
seems like, yeah.
And at that point, they're looking to make a bigger commission. So
Right.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Exactly.
That's
The
all it
the
is.
upside potential is just way higher.
The only car I would ever tell someone to buy a full project on is like a FDRX7 because you can't get any worse than the factory setup. Like, you're going to have to
Diogo's-
tear it all out anyway.
Yeah, no matter what, it's an uphill battle. So just
Even
start at the
if it's
bottom.
just a heavily modified rotary, I think you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
We'll find it in
Diogo's
stock.
his old one is up for sale.
Is
right
it really?
now.
Diogo's was crazy. You see what that guy modified it? Wow, he like changed the intake manifold color, built
You-
the whole thing himself.
45K.
No
Wait,
way.
What did I missed something
45K.
here. So.
Diogo.
Diogo had
Oh, okay.
the LS swapping his turbo
The
one.
gray FD.
Yep.
The guy who bought it like literally changed the intake manifold color,
Yeah.
like powder coated it, and then did this video about how he built it.
Oh, gee, I didn't know that part of it.
Yeah, and then
That's ugly.
I guess it's going for 45K. I know Diogo could get decent money for it, but I mean, I hope he got that kind of money for it. That's crazy though. That was such a cool car.
Yeah.
Shout to Diogo, or still has a cool car to be honest.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Bring a Trailer could go either way. But if it let's say this one goes and they get money for it, and it doesn't come back, but I just think could come back.
Pete's got a wonderful little input here.
I like Pete's. Yeah.
The irony, the name of the site implies come get my incomplete project with your trailer because it doesn't drive.
Yeah,
Right,
not anymore.
right.
Hey, back in the day, Bring a Trailer really was something like, I got this half-running E36
It's exactly what
M3
it was.
that's Phoenix yellow and some other colors. Come
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
And they just managed to rule the market, and they got there the old-fashioned way, just being the guys that did it.
Yeah.
And look at them now. So
Quantity over quality.
do whatever they want, I guess now. And there's a bunch of car sites. I don't know if there's like modifiedpieceofshit.com, but if not, we'll take it.
If not, we're in.
Come scoop my modified piece of
you know,
shit.
my bad, man.
I gave up this project.com.
Yeah, there is a lot of other things, but I don't see too many. Bring a Trailer will take completely disassembled projects, but they have to be a very special car.
Or, yeah, like that. That wasn't it the shell of the E30 M3 a few years back. Remember?
That I don't know about. I've seen a few like Porsches that were maybe like their base was a very like rare spec,
Yeah.
but is completely disassembled.
Just not even. Yeah.
Just
yeah.
take the VIN tag.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So we're
Good
all
deep thought.
all
I-
over the place on it.
I had another. No, I guess it's not premature. I mean, we were gonna. Yeah. Anyway,
It's all in your time, bud.
talking to 3.6 Matt Fia.
Love that guy.
We were just discussing. He said something about the Integra, and then I think not to blow up Shook's spot, but Shook was having news at some point about Honda releasing more renders of different stuff, Prelude and whatnot, whatever. But it just kind of Matt and I were just talking about all right, front wheel drive like performance cars or hot hatches currently on sale right now in the U.S. And why would Acura bring back the Integra? And that's essentially the conversation he and I got into on the old Instagrams. And it's like, all right, well, what's Integra's competition? GTI. And then, all right, you can see them bringing the Integra if they keep it two-door because Honda obviously already has the Type R. There's the Hyundai Veloster N, actually, which I think they just killed recently.
Yeah, just killed.
But there's really not that much front wheel drive hot hatch based cars anymore.
GTI,
To which I said the GTI,
GTI, GTI,
Type R,
Mini Cooper.
GTI,
Mini Cooper,
Which
JCW,
Civic SI.
Civic SI,
Civic
yeah.
SI, yeah, for the reasonable price.
Yeah,
and
so-
those cars rip. Those are
So
pretty good
that's the
cars.
thing is like I can see an Integra
A
coming out
Taggy
to
coming?
compete with a GTI in that segment, but then potentially
Wouldn't the
would there
Taggy be
an-
more expensive than the Type R? No, because they had the Integra Type
They
R.
had the
which would be
Integra Type
big
R,
boy.
right? That'd be the
So it'd be like
cream of
the
crop.
it'd
but-
be like the SI, but Taggy two door.
exactly. So to compete in that segment of not Halo car for the brand,
Do it.
but I didn't even realize I was doing that.
Halo.
You just looked at me funny. I'm like, wait, why? What is it?
gonna say it.
I'll have to save it now. Can't do it on the
You can't
spot.
do it now. No.
So it wouldn't be the Halo car for the brand.
Yeah.
But it very well could be something in a segment that is missing, especially with Ford, for instance, not making a fucking
Focus or
no
Fiesta.
Fiesta.
Thanks, dealer markups.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I applaud it. I hope they actually bring it back and nail it. Which
The more
we'll
the
see.
merrier.
Yeah. So I keep seeing tweets, which I know stay away from Twitter.
Yes, please.
Tweets from people like, "Watch, this is going to be really funny when the Integra's a CUV."
Yeah, like the Eclipse Cross.
Just the Integra Cross.
Yeah,
exactly.
So yeah, that was just one of those. Yeah, man. I wish there were more small, little, fun front wheel
Little
drive
hot
cars.
boys.
Yeah, yeah.
We
We all know the Corolla hatch, the Corolla GR hatch.
Hopefully, I haven't seen anything on that.
Coming.
I
We just
hope
need more good hot hatches to come out, so in 10 years we can buy them for $5,000.
100%.
That's what we
Yeah,
need.
that's
Exactly.
exactly. Like,
Yeah.
I don't plan on buying
No,
anything
100%
new.
no.
I need
What can I
this.
turn into a
like-
track whore 10
Yeah,
years
yeah.
from now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Right. What can I find for $2,000 and throw a livery on?
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
We were just discussing that because I'm kind of sort of in the market for a daily because my daily is worth so much money right now. I'm considering getting rid of it and buying something cheap.
Yep.
And he just picked up a G20, like a pretty low mile
Yeah, yeah.
G20 sedan, and it's so
we
fun.
get a huge G20 fan base.
It's so fun. Yeah, it's so fun to drive. I just need to maybe an old Integra or something.
Yeah.
along those
Yeah.
lines.
Yeah.
So it'll be nice to have
we have
used cars to buy for
we have
another
a
solid
funny
10,
amount of people with
15 years.
G20s.
What's
Bunch
that?
of guys have G20s that listen. Big shout out to the G20 crew.
Do we? I thought it was just one.
No, ELJ has one.
Okay.
Oh, does it really?
Kelvin has one.
I knew Kelvin did. That's
Someone
what I was
else
thinking
has
about.
one too. Yeah, just like you never really hear about
Oh,
them. And
cool.
then like
Yeah.
everybody now's like, oh shit, what about the G20?
Yeah.
They're good. It's like a 4-door Integra almost.
Just wait till Magnus Walker does a video on him
Oh,
and trash him like all the other cars he's doing. I saw an E39 M5 and I was like, fuck.
Here goes that fucking market.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks,
On a-
Magnus.
on a-
He already did the
Unobtainable.
Cressida one, which is one of my cars. So I'm like, all
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
I already
Lock
got
it
the-
in.
I'm already in there.
Lock
I'm
in
good.
the
I'm good.
value.
Anything else for callbacks or deep thoughts?
All it goes legal corner.
All right. You want to?
You get the thing?
We got the thing. Yeah. You want to do your thing before we do the thing?
You want to do the thing before I do the thing?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Hold on, hold
Oh
on.
boy, I can cue it up. Well,
No,
this,
don't cue it up. What are
Okay.
you queuing up?
B for B. There
Oh,
we go.
look how turned down I am.
Yeah.
Hold
Let
on.
me crank you up.
Oh, let me turn my motherfucking
I
iPad
got
up.
you right here.
There we go.
There we go.
Much more
There we go.
reasonable.
Bucks
Yeah.
for the
Yeah,
boys.
definitely blow out your
What's
eardrums.
Bucks for the boys, you ask? Every week when I say the same explanation? Well, Bucks for the boys is how we're trying to monetize this thing without depending on anybody but the boys themselves. And what we do is a value for value method. We ask, hey man, is this podcast worth anything to you? Maybe $1, $2, 50 cents, 6 cents? Well, hey, your boys with a couple bucks. You know, we've got a little thing on our website, revivalmotoring.com/B for B. You can go give us $1 an episode, $2 an episode, $20, whatever you want. If it's not worth anything, we're not going behind a paywall. We're not doing anything different. But you know, if it comes around to the point you want to help the boys out, please do. We have had a lot of advertisements at the beginning of our podcast before, and we weren't really into it. Now we got one, and we get $1 for the boys. We're psyched about it. We are giving out, once you hit certain dollar amounts, we do give you some stuff. We were sending out some little complimentary presents to all the boys recently. And we're really psyched for anyone there that supports us. I can't thank you guys enough. Also, great ways to support us. Be like 3-6 Mafia. Every time he has a good idea, it comes our way, and it gets us all sorts of content. Hit us with a lead. You work for a big auto manufacturer. Hey, holla at your boy.
Send us.
Let's get a
some,
hot lead. What about the 400Z? Corey came up with that like 2 years ago.
I was gonna
Literally 2
say,
years ago.
Like exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So hit us with a hot lead. Hit us with a cool video. Anything, man. Anything helps. We really like it when you guys help us produce the show to make the show great. So, yeah, hit us with leads. Hit us with, if you don't have any leads, don't have any ideas, hit your boys with some bucks.
Send us some
You wake up in a
pictures.
cold sweat in the middle of the night and think of a good topic for us to discuss, email us. That'd be awesome. We're all about that.
We'll blur out your signature. We'll blur out your face. Whatever it takes.
Yeah, what is it? Whatever it takes. Call us with a voice changer, you know? Here's what I
Please.
think you should do.
Please call. Matter of fact, I'm going to say that, like, I think one thing I want to add to the show is within the coming weeks, I want to set up a Google phone number to where you can leave voicemails,
Oh, my God.
and we want you to leave voicemails for
Oh,
us.
yeah.
And we will play
It's
at
gonna
least
be like the apology line.
yes, 100%. Just exactly
for the
that same
voicemails?
idea. Bucks for the boys line. We're going to set that up. Leave us some voicemails. You know, they could be topics, could be, I don't know, a rant, whatever, really. And we'll put some of the good ones on the show.
And if you want to send us this funny amount of money, as far as like 69 cents, $420.69. So Shook blows the wheels off his drift car.
Yep.
You can do that on PayPal.
Yep.
info@revivalmotoring.com. You can include a message. If you subscribe or if you send us any type of cash, we will read your message online. We will thank you. We really can't thank you guys enough. It's really, I think all of us can attest to the fact that it's really helping us out.
Yeah, it's actually making me
Helping us
you
with
know,
the rent and not having to sweat everything we do.
Yes.
And, you know, we're adding as much merch as we can, et cetera. But it's either going to be shoving T-shirts down your throat all day or just asking for a couple bucks here and there. So we appreciate anything that comes our way.
Which we're still going to do that, but
Yeah, well, we're also
this is at least
we're just waiting for
another
that big
option.
Spotify dump
Yeah.
truck full of money.
Yeah. Shouts to Rogan.
Uh,
This week.
August 31st, 2019. I told you all about the 400Z.
Oh wow.
By the way, I just looked. August 31st,
God damn.
2019.
Oh yeah.
I told
Almost 2
everyone.
years exactly.
I told everyone it's going to be 400 horsepower, a twin turbo 6, and it was going to be called the 400Z.
Dare I say nailed it?
Not called the 400Z, but everything else is right.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
400Z.
Pretty close. I mean, it's gonna naturally be. What do you call
Yeah.
it? It's just gonna form naturally.
Whether it wants to be called
that.
that or not,
That's what it's gonna.
That's
yeah.
what we're calling it from now on.
that's what it is.
So, shouts again to everybody that donates to Bucks for the Boys. And as usual, we have some new members who have sent us some lovely messages, so we're going to read those real quick. Doug Wilmus.
Doug Wilmus.
He just writes, B for beef, thanks for making a great show. Hope this helps raise the pay per listen ratio.
It won't, but thank you.
Kept it exactly the same. But we
Should we say with this
Don't
week?
blow it. No, we haven't said it yet. Josh, get through his messages and his Corey's part.
To Roberto Melendez.
Roberto Melendez.
Thank you for making my Thursday mornings enjoyable, makes my day go by faster and less stressful from an over-the-road trucker. Shouts,
Oh,
man.
that's awesome, man.
Sick. Be safe out there.
Be
God's
safe
work.
out there.
Watch out for them lot lizards.
What do you call them? The concrete sailor on the
Concrete sailor.
No, what is it? Salty sailor on the concrete sea. That's
There
what
we
it is.
go.
That-
God
that's
bless.
what I was looking for.
Wow, this guy spends a lot of time at truck stops. Josh knows the lot lizards.
Yeah.
The ins and outs.
What's your handle on
Glor-
the CB?
Glory hole 269.
You gotta be good to truckers. They're a big audience for podcasts.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can imagine it being extremely
Hours.
valuable to them.
Out there
'cause
trucking, man.
just moving along,
Keep
and
the
it
country running.
I can see how it would keep me sane for sure. Like even our drive to Wolfscar, that's what I did. I listened to podcasts.
Truckers literally march us forward 1 mile at a time.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They don't
Shout
get
out to
enough
the
credit for it.
truckers.
So shouts to that guy.
And we had one PayPal donator who was anonymous. So
Ooh,
shouts to you.
anonymous.
Oh,
Very
and
mysterious.
just the name Nick Miller. Shouts to Nick Miller as well. So
Shouts, man. Thank you.
thank you to those guys and everybody else who donates. It really, truly does help and make us sleep a little bit easier at night.
So we have a hilariously nondescript way to rate how well our episodes were previously, and that is bucks per listen.
We're at
What are we at, Corey?
6 cents.
6 cents a listen.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen.
We're
That's
holding,
exactly
we're
the
holding
same as
steady,
last
though.
week. We're holding steady.
We're holding steady.
Holding steady.
May not have gone up, but we certainly haven't
didn't
gone
go down.
It's all about not losing
Exactly.
progress.
Exactly.
So 6 cents a listen. I can't thank you guys enough for giving us 6 cents a listen. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yes.
So if everybody doesn't listen 1 week and donates, you'll feel real good about yourself.
Oh, dude, it'll go through the
Exactly.
roof.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Be
I mean,
awesome.
6 cents a listen isn't bad for 12 listens.
Yeah.
Literally dozens of us.
It bought one water bottle today.
Yeah, exactly. One of these waters have been paid for by the boys.
Shouts.
It's tasty.
I think it's time to cue the boys, the other boys. Shouts to the other boys.
No.
Oh wait, you have it. All
Legal
right,
time.
Right. I forgot. Oh shit, that's why. This
Yeah,
is why.
Jesus.
Hold on.
Yeah, let's get it.
All right, it's not gonna work.
It'll work.
It'll
It'll
Did I
work.
mute
Have faith.
myself. Oh no, that's why. I got to switch my thing.
All right, hold on. Another listener contribution.
Oh, no, deep. No, there we go. There we go. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
For those who missed that,
Welcome to Charlie's Legal Corner,
This is their stories.
where the facts are made up and the case is real terrible. Well, boys, it's been another week. It's another Wednesday, which means I had my weekly call to the DMV.
Excuse me. Oh, yeah? Do you know a room 7?
autoplay is just fucking playing something in the background.
Catch Me If You Can.
Shouts to another good movie. Yeah,
Yeah, Catch Me If You Can is great.
it went from a TV show with that noise to that. So there we go. All right. I'm
So
gonna
I
need to
guess
see
let's
that.
let's go progress in all different ways. I'll start with the phone call because that's what everybody cares about. I called up. I spoke to my man Billy, who's. I can't explain how reasonable this person is. I don't want people to like dox him and flip out. He's been super reasonable. It's not his decision. I
Just doing
called
his
him.
job.
I was like, Billy, hey man, you guys said you were gonna get me my letter so I can actually push back against this, and also we were gonna try to figure out if my mirror is a K truck or not, which it isn't. So the RIDMV decided my mirror is in fact a K truck,
Interesting.
which okay.
You thought the Ford Maverick was small.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously, my K truck is a K truck. I get that. And it's gonna be. I'm gonna be suspended for D2 is what the penalty is, but they're not gonna give me the actual law because that would immediately dump their case. It's called an unfit motor vehicle.
Okay.
Don't know how. They can't define it. And my suspension will start on the 27th of this month. I should receive the letter today, tomorrow, and then I can immediately
Appeal.
I have to. So there is a law in Rhode Island. If you're fighting this along with us, there's Rhode Island Law 31-2-19. For a $25 court fee, you can invoke this law, and you can immediately, within 30 days, subpoena the head of the DMV to district court. So I talked to my lawyer about this, who was like, hey, that's great, but they kind of frown upon that if you don't try to at least go through their way because the district court's stacked, and they're going to make note that you didn't try to go through their ridiculous kangaroo court and fight this. So he seems to think, he said he's not losing very much sleep over this case.
I wouldn't imagine he is.
Because there's, once again, if those of you haven't listened before, there is literally no law in Rhode Island that says these cars can be revoked or aren't legal, etc. So I've been very excited about that. I could skip it, but I'm not gonna. But for $25, that's kind of how I'm gonna register my shit from now on. So what else did I have? So we do have some. I've talked to Jalopnik and The Drive, and I think they're both going to be doing articles and researching and speaking with the DMV, so that should get them going.
We know they've already reached out.
I've had quite a few people reach out, and I've been telling them kind of what I'm doing. Obviously, I can't really offer legal advice. I'm not a lawyer, but I can tell you what I'm doing to kind of keep my plates. You know, I think once you surrender your plates, that's the end of the road, because then you have to fight to get them back. You don't surrender.
Yeah.
You never surrender.
Never give up, never surrender.
Uh,
Goonies never say die.
So we have that going on. Yes, got some media outlets going. I've talked to a couple guys that also know people around. I found out I got a connection at the Attorney General's office, which I'd like to flex a little bit because this is a consumer affairs issue. Because remember, I did pay my own money to have this car. These cars, drove them for years on roads, and now they are technically seizing my property by telling me I just can't use them for anything, nor will they give me a title to sell them. So that's the Fourth Amendment, my friends, which brings me to my next announcement, which I'm very excited about. Shout to my buddy Ed, who's the god and who you might have met at Wolfsgard if he came up. The Save the K website is up and running. SaveTheK.com, SaveTheKei. And I'll tell you what, I think I might have to, this might be a bit more of a fight because I'm thinking about hiring some expert witnesses, etc. So, here's what we have. Go ahead and shop now there, Shooky. Save the K. We get your beautiful Save the K stickers, which honestly, if you want to help us out,
I got them propped right up here.
but yeah, buy 2 stickers for $10 because that I print them myself so they don't cost me $1 trillion. Also, you'll find the Pocket Constitution of the United States, along with the amendments in the Bill of Rights, Couple songs in the back.
Is
very
that Mike
nice.
Burrows?
Kind
That
of.
literally looks like Mike Burrows.
And then, if you guys are really trying to hit it hard, we do have some T-shirts up there. Those are like a fulfillment service we have doing them for. So it's not like supporting your boys with stickers. But if you want to Save the K, actually the Save the K T-shirt with the Acti crossed out is pretty sick. Then there's the shift on the Mira. Ed designed all these things. And then my favorite is we have the Save the K trucker hat with the actual logo that's actually sewn in, which I ordered one of.
Yeah, Mike's modeling it right there.
Yeah, Mike's looking good in that shot too.
It's so good.
He's looking super good in that shot. And then the plan on this website is every time I update you guys, I'm going to update the website. I want it to be a resource for people who are doing the same thing. Because if the DMV does settle with me in their silly court, it won't revoke it for everybody. It won't turn it around unless I go to district court, from what I understand.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to have kind of a resource, especially once we win, because we're going to win.
I mean, we were already tagged
To
in that
help
thing
people.
on Facebook just today or yesterday, whenever it was, about some dude selling it. He's like, "Yeah, I got to sell this now because Rhode Island won't even recognize it as a vehicle and title it."
Right.
So
And they have to, but it's a disaster. So yeah, so we've got the Save the K site up, trying to fight back.
Yeah.
If you find yourself in the same position, man, reach out. I've been helping. I've been emailing back and forth with a lot of people. I'm really surprised how many people they're screwing with this thing. Yeah, I think if you click on one of the other pages too,
Scroll
the
back up,
background is the
Shooky.
car on the track, which is really funny.
scroll back up.
You sleeping over there, bud?
No,
Oh.
go to blog maybe.
Yeah, I think
It's
try. There was
Look how happy I am in that picture. Now hit blog. The background is like the car on the track, which is really wild. No, maybe not. Maybe. No, maybe Ed changed. I don't know. Ed's the best.
There is one which was a very cool photo of the Daihatsu in front of the cherry blossoms at your house.
Oh yeah, it's somewhere around here.
That one got it moving.
Really good
That
going
one
for
got
him.
it moving.
But so I plan on putting some resources up, and when I beat this thing, to tell you exactly how to beat it in case it doesn't go to district court. As I said, my lawyer's not losing too much sleep on it, but I could seriously, if this does take a little longer, it would help a lot to not have to front this whole thing, and that's why I got the stickers and pocket constitutions up there. You can buy those pocket constitutions from Amazon for $2 if you really want one. But the $5 is really going to help your boy, and that includes shipping. So I'm not really screwing anybody.
Enjoy the local
Dice
dice
lesson,
selection.
yeah.
Go ahead and click chat with us.
What is that going to do?
Send him a message, Chuck.
Oh my god, that sounds terrible. Also, no, I have to handwrite the envelopes for every sticker and Constitution.
They'll
purchase.
never get there.
No, they'll get there. I think I might be able to mail merge them. And
Oh my God, somebody's typing. Oh,
go to the. I could go to the vlog post. I think. Go to the Mira. Go to blog, then go to the Mira blog. I think the background of that.
what is
Next
save?
one.
Oh,
Click
okay.
on that, and I think the background is it being driven on a track.
Oh,
which
yes,
is pretty
there you go.
wild. I had to tone it down. There was a couple F-bombs in this thing.
You don't say.
Really dial her back.
Yeah. So I'll keep updating this, and I'll keep updating the podcast to it, etc. But yeah, if you want to help your boy, it would help massively. Because I'm gonna have to go through their stupid kangaroo court, so it's not just gonna be go up to district and get through it. So
Right.
and then
It's gonna be a fight.
it goes to revival. Bucks for the boys always helps as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I plan on beating this thing, man. I'm not backing down. I've had a lot of people. Kind of reach out and be like, just register to my house, and I have other addresses, man. But that's not going to help anybody if I do that.
Yeah.
And I now know that I've seen multiple side by sides now registered for the street in Rhode Island. Just got told I can register a side by side in the street, so I'm about to pull the trigger on buy a bunch of stickers. So I can buy a $30,000 turbo side by side.
Did you see the side-by-sides parked in the parking lot when we were leaving the drift event?
No,
There was like 3 or 4 of them lined up.
all plated now.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention.
Blows my mind.
I was just super amped on seeing them out there.
Katie Designs, Katie over there, Kyle was telling me you can get blinker kits for them, and then you're good to go, which is absolutely fucking ridiculous. If those things
Yeah.
hit a car, they're going to destroy the car.
So I live in Phoenix.
Oh, where you
register
can ride on the
anything
street.
you want
Yep.
in Phoenix. So you can buy plate kits and light kits for literally anything in the road, and the registry is just like does it have a title? And even if you say no, they're like, oh, that's cool. Here's a plate. So that's what I'm gonna say.
Go ahead, take a plate. It's on me. I don't know how they register them in Rhode Island. I'm working on talking to a guy. Nice guy, pays cash. See if he can tell me how to register these
We
things.
have guys driving golf carts down like 45-mile-an-hour roads.
That's
like legitimate
amazing.
golf carts.
So yeah, the fight continues. I think the next update will be when I get or when these outlets publish and start reaching out to these guys. It's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, see what they say for
but
comment, and then
when I get my letter, that's the next thing. And I have my lawyer draft up something back to them.
Yep.
Get a date. So this is gonna be an ongoing legal moment. So we're gonna really rope that sound down.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody that's reached out and been helpful, man. Any kind of tips you sent me, even that law where you can just go straight to district court appeals, huge. So anything you see, and I put on my plea, if you're a lawyer in the area, if you want to help at all, if you know connections, if you know
anybody out there
state
with
senators, if you know the governor, if you let me talk to someone.
anybody with a K vehicle who has experienced these issues, get in
Please
touch
reach
as
out.
well.
Yeah, and we're just trying to put something together. I don't know about a big class action suit. You got to get a lot of people to do it, but it's certainly not out of the realm of
How do you
possibilities.
need?
I don't know for this kind of thing. That's what my lawyer happens to be not in town right now, of course.
Yeah.
So I've been going back and forth with him on phone, but he seems to believe when we beat this in district court, if they're crazy enough to let that happen, all this stuff would just get thrown out. I don't know what it would mean for people that have had one and sold it or have not been able to register theirs. I think it might be a different type of case, but I think the second we beat this, it's open season for that kind of stuff too. Because you might be, they might use some compensation there, because they're literally taking your shit away.
I think it's gonna turn into one of those like 2 a.m. commercials. Like, have you been in
I hope so, man.
emphysema?
I got
do sold and
I got
Zader, is
offered-
that what?
I could offer 3 digital billboards on Mineral Spring Ave for not a lot of money.
Yeah,
So I'm
Seriously?
thinking about doing it.
yeah, you should. I mean, it's what I would think is the most traveled road
In Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about doing it. That'd be really fun. So we sell enough stickers. I'll put the funding towards that. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
But the merch is actually really cool. I'm excited to see how the hat comes out. I ordered a hat immediately and then got my business PayPal suspended for ordering to myself on the account. So that was great. That took about a day to fix, but it has been fixed. And I'm glad I did it too, because when I had it set up, it was like these fulfillment services like, oh yeah, no, it's like $20 a hat. I'm like, cool. Like, if I can make it $3 and it's a $17 hat, let's make it happen. And then you put it through with shipping, and I was making 20 cents a hat. It's like, what the fuck? Like, you guys didn't want to tell me how much shipping was first? So everything's kind of like, I'm making $5 on everything, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm making $5 on shirts. So whatever. If you can help me out, whatever, cool. If not, fuck me, right? I don't care. I'm gonna beat these guys anyway.
The RMV's trying.
But save the K. I'm gonna keep on updating it. If we can push this and get it all over the place, I just think like it's gonna really get some people worked up, and I think that's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah.
And I'll continue to do it. Like if someone beats them in another state, like if someone, I've been told if someone sues Maine and everything you read about it, if you sued Maine of a car that was registered, like they're gonna have to fix it. If you look at this AAMVA law, and if you look at their general guidelines call for notice that this is going to happen, protecting people's Fourth Amendment rights by grandfathering what's already in. You can't just pick certain things of this organization you want to do. Like, it looks terrible, and that's not how things work. So there's supposed to be notice of this, which there was none, and you're supposed to protect people's property. That's the whole point. It's crazy. It's sad.
This goes back to the whole 2A thing, because not to bring up a whole touchy subject, but
No, look at Massachusetts.
If you have a gun that was built before 1960 whatever, and it's in your family, you don't need to put a VIN number on it and register it. Like
Right.
it can just exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
That's the same kind of thing.
What are
that
they-
worst case scenario should be for this.
What do they call it? Pre-ban?
Yes,
Is that what
I
they
don't
Well,
refer
in
to it as?
Massachusetts, it is.
but-
Was when they did the assault weapons ban in Massachusetts, they couldn't just come take everybody's weapons back.
Right.
You get to keep them.
Yeah.
And nobody else can buy the new stuff, which is I disagree with, but at the same time, that's how the law works.
Right.
than
I was just going to say,
yeah.
right. If there's a definitive point in time from this day forth, here's this law and here's how it should be recognized.
Yeah, so they couldn't take
Not
people's
good, but yeah.
assault weapons, but they're going to take people's K cars?
Yeah. Well, the thing that kills me about the Delica van one, especially in Maine, is the Delica van was literally sold in this country just in 2-wheel drive form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what the hell's the
That's
difference?
happening in Rhode Island with some stuff too. And I tell everybody this, listen, it starts with the Ks.
Yes.
Then they start banning all imports, and then they start chomping down on emissions exempt cars that are 25 years old. So we have to stop them here, man, or else it's going to continue to go. And that's another reason why I don't want to just go simply register my car in Montana, register my car in Connecticut. Someone has to push back. Even if I lose, at least I tried.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At least you push back. And that's I'm trying to get everybody involved to push back. And this would be massive if we can make this happen.
Yeah. So stay tuned here. Check out Save the Kai. We're going to continue to cover it, obviously, as things unfold. We're going to
keep you guys updated.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, expect to see the updates on this thing like every Thursday because I want to break it on this first, break it on the podcast first, and then go from there. So party on. If you guys find anything else, you guys want to sleuth around, see if there's any laws that I'm missing. I haven't been quoted any that make any sense, but I know I can drive a golf cart on Prudence Island.
Yeah. A lot of people hyped on the Pocket Constitution.
Dude, Pocket Constitution is what I'm here for. I got a bunch of them. I'll bring more.
Yeah, I think, we need them.
We should send them to the DMV.
Just keep mailing
And just
them there.
highlight the 4th.
Yeah.
You can't take people's stuff. That's the whole
just
thing.
once a week
For
just
no
mail
reason.
one.
Be like, hey, I don't think that's safe anymore. Let me get that.
Yeah.
What do you think
Not
you're
how
on,
it
the
works.
TSA?
All right. Moving on past Charlie Justice.
Yes, sir.
I think it's time to cue the other boys.
It definitely is.
News.
Hey, it's the news.
The news.
F-O-Moon-T.
It's a lot of good comments. Let's see. There was one really good one.
I got
Go
a
ahead.
news.
Okay.
Hit us.
You guys, I don't know if you heard that Lamborghini was going to re-release the Countach.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about it on the last podcast.
Yep.
But I avoided it for the callbacks because I wanted to get into the news.
Yep.
Came out, pictures are out. I don't know if you listened to Exhibit A. I should have recorded it. Me speaking about the last thing. The best thing that could possibly happen is it's an updated Aventador that looks like a Countach from a certain angle.
Mhm.
That's exactly what they put out. As far as I'm concerned, with special edition Lamborghinis, it's a fucking home run.
Yeah.
If I owned a Countach, I wouldn't even be mad. Because I own
Oh
a
my
Countach.
God.
What in the fuck?
For those audibly listening, Shook just posted or put up a photo on our TV here of the new Countach with a very memorable scene from the movie Wolf of Wall Street. Dare I say, inspired by Quaaludes.
Them lewds hit.
Them Ludes hit. Those lemon ones.
Upon further investigation of seeing full photos, I am mad at it.
If you look at it from like the top quarter,
Yeah.
and there's a picture of it from the top quarter
side by side.
with the Countach at the top quarter, it's got all the cues.
Yeah.
And the Aventador is the best looking car they have.
I think Huracan is.
No, Hurricane's terrible. It's got the super long nose. Ugh.
Big fan.
I don't think they needed to call it the Countach. I get it. They did it.
The Coont?
The
They should have called it the
Countach.
Coont?
But if they had just called it the LP800, it would have been cool too.
Yeah,
But
that would've
listen,
worked.
everybody knows the old school references back sells. Nobody that owns a Countach is going to actually care at all.
They're already all sold out.
I honestly think
immediately.
I don't like Lamborghini Countaches. I think they're terrible. I think they departed from the Mira, and that's when the whole company went down the goddamn tube. Seriously, don't like Countaches at all. But I get what they did.
I wish it had a wing. I wish it had a big
Well,
old...
yeah, but they have to put out
there will be.
So-
they have to put out this. What was the version of the Countach with the wing?
SV.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's going to be
LP 5000.
the one next year.
Yeah, that's
will
what's going to
have
have to happen.
Yeah, yeah.
They're going to LP it.
Yep.
Oh, did you see that other render, though?
With the
Shook,
wheels?
If you can go back right there.
Yeah.
That thing.
Guarantee
Yeah, the
you there'll
wheels-
be aftermarket
Yeah.
pop-up headlight conversions.
Image
Yeah.
makes those right now. You can just get them.
But can you get the Countach, the picture of it next to the old one? The Countach.
Yeah.
But yeah, see, like the Cyan FKP3, I was expecting something like that. Ugh.
Thankfully.
They did it. They just mildly did the thing to be the Countach. Okay, whatever, you know? The old one's terrible looking.
There were so many iterations of it. The first,
Like the Reventon? Was that a picture of a Reventon? It
Yes.
just hit so hard. That's the best Lamborghini special edition they ever did. It was the fucking Batmobile, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, there it is.
yeah,
It's okay. You see the cues? Cues are there. All right, send it.
Right, it's modernized it.
there's no article about why they decided to bring it back. It was money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's
100%.
why.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
It was money.
Absolutely.
Yeah, money's
And it's
why.
smart play. I mean, hey,
Oh, of course, it always
we need,
is.
we
but-
need to get all this. Yeah, sure. Let's do this. A little aesthetic, a little this. Bring a name back.
They
Pop.
should have put shitty windows on it like they did on the old one.
Oh, like the little quarters.
Dual
Yeah.
window.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the front one they fucked up.
I think the later first generation Countages had a weird shaped front wheel well too. I think.
Yeah.
Any more pictures of this thing? That's all we got. Anyways, yeah, I mean, way better than I expected.
It still to me looks like some weird Eastern European tuning house's fiberglass body kit. I mean that's what I see when
Yeah.
I look at one. Like,
Yeah, but that's Lamborghini's design
Yeah.
language.
Yeah. That's what speaks to them. It is.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
Lamborghini goes
Um,
for. They're like, let's take a Lamborghini, cross it with a McLaren side strake, and call it a Countach. Okay.
sure.
There was an Instagram account that posted a really cool photo, and it was every Countach, like each generation, and like the body line that follows from nose to tail, and how every generation follows the same line. It's Drive, Epic, but it's cool. You should check it out.
The wheels are
I found
stupid.
it interesting. Yeah, those are. I get where they're pulling it from.
But
but-
long back looks nice. I mean, whatever. It was $3.5 million.
2.5, I think.
Yeah, I don't think we
That
have to
was it.
cover that much of it. Anyways, they put out a Countach.
Yeah.
None of
Yeah.
us are buyers. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Are you
They don't
sure?
care,
Are you sure?
Depends how many stickers we sell.
Yeah.
Listen, if I sell enough stickers, I'll dump the K cars by Countach.
Yeah. Listen, none of this matters to me anymore.
That's the ultimate plan.
Yeah.
Complete the sellout method.
Yeah.
I'm going
In
to complete the
some-
sellout.
In some real hard-hitting news here, boys, we're going to dive right in. Thanks to Motor1.com, KFC has the fastest drive-through. Just wanted to put that out there.
False news. That's
Just
what
wanted
that
to
is.
put that out there. 283.3 seconds to be exact.
How many seconds?
283.3 seconds.
What's that in minutes, real quick?
Let's see. With customers cruising through its drive-through in at just
Almost
283.3 seconds, or about 4.5 minutes. The average, or actually, yeah, let's see. The average 356.8.
Yeah. See?
But let's Shook. Just tell me who came in second. Who do you think came in second? Fastest drive-through. Fastest drive-through in the West and the East.
First of all, I can tell you that KFC is the fastest because no one goes there.
No one goes to KFC.
Okay.
They got rid of the Twister wrap, and now it's
So would
The Twister wrap hit.
yeah.
They still have it in Eastern Europe. That's why I go there all the time.
so does this record have an asterisk?
so second.
Second. What's Shook's prediction for second
Is
place?
it like Northeast or am I talking? We're talking.
We're just general
Chick-fil-A.
fast food
Chick-fil-A.
restaurants.
Chick-fil-A.
No, false.
Fuck out of here.
Wrong. Matter of fact, Chick-fil-A all the way at the bottom,
That's
being
such false news. it's not
being
even
the
funny.
slowest
Right
at
there.
488.8
I got one.
seconds.
In and out.
In-N-Out?
I never go through an In-N-Out drive-through.
Not listed.
Oh no, they're long.
They're long. but
Surprisingly not listed.
Are they fast? So like Chick-fil-A, like the service is so like they're running to you no matter where you are in line. They'll come down to get to you.
They'll cross highways. to
Yeah,
go over.
it's insane.
Crazy, yeah.
It's insane.
They're running out there with that
Hey,
little
I had a
fucking
rough day. They,
iPad.
sir, get out.
It's
We'll
fine. They get,
we'll
they get
service
Jesus on
you.
their side.
Yeah.
They can run across the
Yeah.
highway. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Get out, we'll service you. Well, they have to be quick because they're only open 6 days a week.
They got time to make up.
Yeah, exactly. So second place with the fastest, again, so said here, is Taco Bell.
That's
Taco
a
Bell
which
heads.
bald-faced lie.
I
Yeah.
would think Taco Bell would be
Yeah,
the quickest.
Taco Bell is definitely slow
Talk
as
about
hell.
you. They may be quick, but you might get punched in the head. There may be violence out of Taco Bell.
Here's the problem with all of this. The whole thing has an asterisk because it doesn't count the time where they say, all right, you're good to go. Wait over there for your food.
Exactly.
Right,
That's the
right.
problem.
That's
so it
another.
doesn't matter anymore.
And again, I find this difficult because you're not comparing apples to apples because we did say KFC doesn't have the same footprint of customer base, if you will, whereas Taco Bell is going to be up there. Chick-fil-A, everybody wants it, right? So, of course, they're going to be dead last. There's more people there. Now, one that really sticks out to me, right here in the middle, Dunkin' at 351.7.
The order's never right, though.
The order's never right.
Not gonna happen.
Flip a coin.
No
if you-
wonder why they're so fast. They throw whatever they have at you.
on the ticket, it might be what I ordered. And the cup, not so much. and always with fucking attitudes. Every single
Oh my God.
employee. I'm just like, all right, look.
There's a prison mom one right around the corner.
That's everyone.
Listen, no. This one
Nah,
must
this
be
is
like a work
serious.
release program. It's right around the corner. But tell you what, you go there, you get service with a smile. They get thank yous. They get their little chip jar. I know they're not supposed to have tip jars. They get a
got
tip
one.
jar because
Yep.
no one's gonna fucking
They're
argue
just
with
happy
them.
to be out.
Stabbed.
Yeah.
Stabbed.
Yeah, you got to go through a tunnel to get to it.
Yeah, it's a tunnel.
Listen,
There's,
but guess
there's
what?
a Dunkin' Donuts that has a goddamn tunnel.
Yeah, you're gonna get what you want though.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, shout out to the prison mom, Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah,
Is that because there's a guard shack watching the whole time? So they got to make sure they're good.
I think so.
I think there's a face tattoo to throw it off.
It's underground, so technically they don't have to pay tax.
Yeah,
Yeah. Get your ice.
I think that one is owned
coffee
by
and shanked with
a consortium of unhoused people.
maybe
There's always a bunch of
without a home.
them without a home hanging out in front, dancing and asking for money.
Yeah.
without home.
It's 2021, but these guys have been between houses for a little while.
Unhoused.
Yeah.
That's what
No,
it is.
between houses.
Between houses.
These guys are between houses
Between
right
homes. But that is another hard-hitting drive-through bit of information here.
now. Wow, so glad you brought
So
that.
if you're really hungry, go to KFC. If you want something wrong, go to Dunkin'. And if you're willing to wait, go to Chick-fil-A.
The problem is there are no KFCs left, so
Chick-fil-A's actual
it's
food,
hard
though.
to find one.
That's true. There really aren't that many. Let's see. Coming up the rear, also Arby's. Another difficult one to find. That's not,
What do you want?
Like, I don't even know where
Are you
an
trying to get
Arby's
a
is.
tapeworm in a hurry? Fuck that.
Jesus,
Where do you find an Arby's?
you don't value your
I don't
life. You
know.
go to Arby's.
Yeah.
the
You
only
get
one
no
I know
respect for yourself.
That's
You know-
my favorite Ralph Wiggum quote. I'm so hungry, I need an Arby's.
the only one I know of is on 95 heading towards
Coming-
like New York.
Coming out of the rear.
There
is
used to be one in the
Taco Bell.
mall.
Wow,
There's,
sure.
there's a lot more Arby's in the West Coast for sure.
Is it?
Is
Is
it-
it
okay.
everything out there?
That's where they're at.
Yeah, on the list entirely is KFC, Taco Bell, Hardee's, Carl's Jr., Burger King, McDonald's, Dunkin', Wendy's, Arby's, and Chick-fil-A.
Nobody in the West Coast knows what a good roast beef sandwich is, so Arby's exists out there.
Yeah,
We got to ship him some Millers.
yeah. Teach them.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather shit in my hands than
Well, that's basically the same thing. Yeah.
Almost went
boy.
over.
Okay,
Almost
sure.
went
Oh,
over.
moving right along to more hard-hitting news.
Yes.
Porsche teases another electric concept. Some are thinking it's the Cayman
Really? I missed
slash
this.
Boxster. Yeah. Upcoming is the IAA show.
Hooray.
They teased a photo of another light that's not a Taycan, but it has similar styling cues to a Taycan. So everybody's assuming it's a 718 based EV platform. Because Porsche did say we will not see a EV based 911 in this decade. So
In this decade.
yeah,
Wow. Really?
yeah,
In this decade?
in this decade. Yep, they do not plan on releasing anything.
I don't
EV
think they keep
911
with that
till
at all.
2030.
They're
I don't know
definitely not gonna
if
keep
they.
that
I
even
mean,
slightly.
they very well could just fucking. We lied. Here it is.
Yeah, never
and
mind.
do that with this, but who knows?
From the guys that brought you, we'll never make an SUV.
Here's two of them.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's
Let's-
all I got.
Like
Just
the
get it going.
picture.
takeaway manual guys.
Another big.
give it back.
Another big.
Yeah, you said you guys can have that manual right back.
I did see a Taycan on the road today. Stunning. They look great.
Oh
on the
yeah,
road.
when you
Look
see them,
great.
you know what that. Yeah,
Look
it's
great.
just it stands out.
Really good. Small. I know we went and saw one in person
Yeah,
Yep.
I
But
mean it fit the four
dri-
of us pretty
for
comfortably.
sure, but like driving alongside of it, I'm in my 1 Series. Not big.
I've been inside one.
I've been inside.
Yeah,
We've been inside all
was fun.
together.
yep.
Yeah.
We were inside all together
There
was
was-
awesome.
with
there was
another
good-
man.
With another
There
man.
was
Yeah.
four men all inside
Four
same
men
time.
inside a Taycan.
Inside I was fine, but just driving alongside it on the road, it didn't have too much of a large presence to it.
Yeah,
We're taking Model S. Model S is a big car.
it wasn't the game,
Big
if you
car.
will. Not a
Not
game.
the game.
Not the
Definitely
game.
not the game.
Definitely not the game.
I'm telling you, man, you gotta watch that video. The game slaps the shit out of a pimp.
Nice to know.
Okay.
Nice to know this is
We'll
still
have to cue
happening
that
out
up.
there.
Yeah.
What else?
I get a great news
Yes.
from my favorite car company.
Oh boy, I got some news about them too.
Well, boys, Subaru, my favorite car company. The next gen WRX will still have a manual. It's a bittersweet victory, but it'll be harder to vape with.
So I still have a manual.
Yep, that's all. That's all the news
Oh,
about
okay.
Subaru's next gen WRX. But it's still gonna have the manual. Which
When
is
are they
good.
releasing that?
That's coming out spring 2022.
Is it still the EJ25?
I would pray so. They're going. Well, the WRX is going back to the EJ25. They're like, you know what? This new motor, this direct injection is a little too hard for us. Let's go back to the EJ. Bring it back to a classic.
Let's get a little more comfortable.
Yeah. We had a lot of these lying around. And it's still going to sell like hotcakes.
There's some photos.
They're
of
all
it.
going to
There's
have
like
verbal tunes.
a blue color one that I've seen recently.
Oh, they're going to make a blue one this time?
Well, not
Is
that
it gonna
blue.
have gold wheels?
Not that blue. It's different blue. So this looks like wilderness blue.
Oh, the no
Yeah.
man's land.
Yeah, exactly.
Hard to hear. Hard to hear.
Wilderness WRX.
But it's good. I mean, hey, I'm glad somebody's doing it.
The No Boys Allowed Club.
It's because they also don't have an automatic transmission that could work in that car at all.
I mean, imagine if they put a CVT in one of these things.
I'd love to put a CVT in it.
yeah. Shook's distracting us with Wall
No, this
Street
is
memes.
exactly what he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving.
We're going to end up humming again and
moving
slamming
right
the
along
table.
to your other favorite car company.
Yes.
Federales open up a new investigation into 11 Tesla autopilot crashes.
Yeah.
They apparently keep
Stock
hitting.
took a hit, though.
Apparently
They
keep
keep
hitting
hitting some tree in
first-
Yosemite.
That too.
Oh, is this the
that
Y in the road? Did anyone see this?
Yeah, I mentioned that last week. It's
I mean, it's confusing for me.
pretty.
I mean, I looked at the aerial. It's kind of like you're going and going and going, and it's not a wide. It's a very, very slight, like either you go left or right. I
Okay.
can imagine how you get a little confused.
Yeah.
If you're
Being
not a real
computer,
human.
being a computer.
Being a
yeah.
computer. If it was like, hey, we're gonna branch off, like I'm actually gonna have to turn the wheel to the right or turn the wheel to the left.
Mhm.
It's almost like the natural curvature of like the road would just take you one or the other. It's not very aggressive. I can see how we get confused. I'm not saying it should crash.
Yeah. Oh no, and this isn't that crash.
Not saying it should,
This is other crashes.
but I'm saying I get it. Well,
Yeah.
it's tough.
All right,
All
you
I'm
can
saying
see
is
that
if they
one.
start looking into the crashes of old ladies, you're going to find they're at fault all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Give the
We
computer
did
a
this to
break.
Prius, right?
So the feds are looking into
Oh, yeah,
crashes
the Prius.
involving first responder vehicles parked at emergency scenes. So there's been 11 to date so far, 17 injuries, one single death as reported. But now they keep happening too many times. So the NHTSA is taking a very close look at Tesla's tech, and that is, taking a look, meaning an official investigation has been launched into their autopilot or traffic-aware
Say people
cruise
investigating
control.
you.
Yeah,
system.
they're taking a look at technology. They have no idea how it works.
Yeah.
That's going to be
That's what the
interesting.
guy told me. He didn't even know what a Miro was. How did you suspend it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, according to a statement on the NHTSA website, most crashes took place after dark. All right, just don't drive at night, I guess.
Yep.
But
Just like, old,
the
just like old ladies.
but the locations had various
We've
alert
reached human level.
measures in place for drivers, such as flashing lights, lit arrow boards, or cones. Each incident
bet it was lit.
involved either autopilot or traffic-aware cruise control reportedly being engaged prior to the collisions.
So it's the question is, how many of these are people just not paying fucking attention at all?
Every single one of them.
Probably all of them.
Yeah.
Probably people putting too much faith into the system and not knowing what the hell they actually have in front of them.
Right.
Watching the Tesla supplied YouTube channel on their TV.
Yeah, exactly.
While they're driving their Tesla.
Just Elon reading them a book.
They get the fire
Cat in the
roaring.
hat.
You know.
Mentally jacking off to another Tesla while in their Tesla. So that bit was interesting.
Interesting. Yes, it fucked up the stock for a little while there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't the best day.
I had a quick little ditty.
All right.
We talked about this gentleman before, Miles Kerr, aka Gringo Tegra.
Mm-hmm.
He just did sweet. Bring it up for
Bring it up
He
for you,
just
boy.
did 215.62 miles per hour in the half mile.
Oh, damn.
He made it into the top 10 list of the shift sector event, which is overwhelmingly impressive because you're amongst all GTRs, Vipers, more GTRs, a Huracan, more GTRs, and he's over there with his Integra, and he's crushing it. He's also a great Instagram follow. He's got good humor. He straight up drives this thing all the time and just will drive to Starbucks and park it out front running, and go inside and get his drink. It's cool.
Oh,
What a god.
He gets asked the question all the time, why this? And he's like, it's just what I had. So I started and never stopped. It's
Right,
it's just what I
right.
owned at the time.
yeah.
And once I started, there's no point in trying to start something
Jesus
else.
Christ.
It's a real enthusiast.
We use that same hose right there to
Yeah.
fucking remove oil from extremely large transformers.
I
That
think
way.
he's doing the same.
Like,
Yeah.
holy
Some oil
shit.
flowing
Yeah.
through
And
that
I enjoy
baby.
the speed tape as well.
A lot of what he's doing too is like some like cowboy, like one-off, like testing stuff. So it's pretty cool.
God bless him, man. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
So shouts to him because 215
God,
miles
look at
an
the
hour.
AN on that catch cam, boy.
Yeah.
Whew.
It's dash big.
Biggins.
Double catch cans. Yeah,
Yeah.
this guy over here.
It's on the left.
That's overflow.
That's overflow. I see one. Yeah, who knows what the other one is? It could be that massive.
Is that what that big pipe, the game size pipe, is running out
I don't
to?
know. Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
We're going to have to measure things in the game.
Yeah, look at
Oh,
the
also, I
breathers.
believe when he pulls the chute, it says send nudes.
That's God bless this man.
I'm waiting for this motherfucker to end up on
This versus
that. But the problem is that
It's gonna be
everything
way-
he does is half mile
Yeah.
or more.
Yeah.
And they're running not even quarter mile.
Yeah.
That thing's wonderful.
So
Absolutely amazing.
it's built to kind of after that 1,000 foot, 1,500 foot to really open up. Yeah,
Just flat.
The
Yeah.
whole
Single-
underneath's flat.
yeah, it's a single piece.
The
so-
coolest man.
I think
able
super
to do
cool.
it.
It is
Shouts-
awesome.
Shouts to that guy.
Yeah,
There he is. Got the whole team on his back.
Yep.
he's definitely carrying the whole team on his back. Yeah,
The coldest man.
The coldest to
Yeah.
ever do it.
so shouts to him. I know we brought it up before. He was at an event. He was going for it, but he ended up breaking the transmission, I believe. But now he's actually made it happen.
nice. Good for him, man. That's wonderful. Big shouts.
What else do we have for news? Obviously, the biggest one.
Oh yeah, you want to do that one?
Yeah, let's do that one.
The new Nissan Z, not 400Z, just called the new Z. As Corey said, it's probably going to just be called the 400Z forever. All I got to say is, whoa, that baby blue interior
Yeah.
is all I ever wanted in a car. 40 grand, let's fucking party.
Yep.
Spring 2002.
These things are going
22.
to be.
I think it'll sell like hotcakes.
It's going to, yeah. It's
This is
gonna
the
be
most
crazy.
Unless they totally destroy.
Yeah.
Something is totally unbelievably wrong with these cars. They're gonna sell like hotcakes. At 40 grand, they're the only car to buy.
I don't see what can go wrong because it's
Yep.
on a platform that's existed forever,
Yep.
Yes.
Very
using an
familiar
engine
with
that's
the-
existed for quite a long time,
Yep.
using a transmission that's built to handle much more than what it's.
Right.
Putting
This is
down.
like. This is gonna be everywhere.
I'm into it.
I'm into it too. I like the
What do
looks.
you guys think? I want to hear an outside. We talked about it a bunch.
I'm 100% into it. You know, this car, there's already 1,100 horsepower ones out there, and the car's not even built yet. So
Yeah.
it's a perfect platform for tuners. And I'm not 100% sold on the headlights. They're a little odd looking to me, but
Okay.
other than that, I got no problem with this car. And Nissan knows how to do a blue interior. They did killer blue interiors in 1984. So
Dude,
Yeah.
the
why not
blue
do
on
it
this
again
is
now?
so good.
Yeah, I really like it. I think it's a cool car. I mean, how blessed are we to have a new sports car?
Yeah,
I know.
I was-
exactly. That's a great way to put it.
And I was thinking of that the other day, like, oh shit, we're gonna have Integra, NSX, Supra,
8.6.
yeah, right, the '86, now a new Z. Like, there's so many cars. Like,
BRZ
oh
is
shit,
out, right?
there's a ton of.
But
fucking-
Nissan didn't pitch out and have someone else make some of the sports car for them.
no,
Yeah.
they
They have a
dedicate.
full in-house Nissan doing Nissan things.
Full parts bin.
Yeah, a lot of parts bin.
Yeah.
But,
It's unbelievable.
I mean, their whole engineering ethos is that can we fit a VQ in it? Let's put a VQ in it.
Yeah, exactly. It's wonderful.
Let's fucking rock.
Which I mean, if you're gonna put all your eggs in one basket, I mean, just keep doubling down on it.
We all got-
this is it.
we all got
Volkswagen
gypped
does
on the
it.
3J.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody got a 3J.
Could be the next. What do they keep?
This could be the next 3J.
The next Supra. Could be
Yeah,
Maybe the next
Supra.
Supra.
And as giant Mitsubishi fanboys, and Nissan and Mitsubishi having their alliance right now, I'm just, a little bit in the back of my head banking on like, hey, maybe we'll see a new Starion.
Maybe that Eclipse
Starion?
cross track is going to get
Starion.
that.
Oh
based
my
on the Z car.
god, I would
'Cause they
fucking
have that whole,
Yeah,
intertwined
yeah, the twisting of the
twisting
snakes.
of the snakes of those two
Maybe
companies.
maybe
so.
they get who is Daimler Chrysler back in there. And
No,
they-
get them out of here.
Yeah, get that brand
However,
new.
Yeah.
That
the
brand new
good-
DSM.
All the good Mitsus that were sold in the States had some Daimler Chrysler shit in them. So
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
it is a good idea. So
Yeah.
bring them back. All right, we're
Dude,
fine.
how much
they'll just do
horsepower?
Chrysler Conquest and the fucking Starion
yeah,
all at the
why
same
not?
time.
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
How much horsepower does this thing make with a reflash?
Oh my god.
5.
Think 5.
I don't
That's
know.
it?
You said so. This engine's already in on the vehicles. You said
Well, I mean, no, it's already in Z cars and stuff. Not Z cars.
Q60s.
Yeah, Q60s.
Yeah.
So what do these
Infinities,
Q60s
and
make with a
They're
reflash?
already probably I don't know the numbers, but I know there's already drag cars out there that are making 4-digit horsepower.
I mean, this is gonna hurt the Supra.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
This is gonna put the hurt on. It looks
Especially-
better than the Supra too.
Especially coming in at the price point, which we think is going to be around $40,000.
Which is the base model Supra, right?
Yeah.
And a manual transmission.
Yep.
I mean,
And-
it's going to eat into Mustangs and Camaros.
Yeah.
At least
That's-
the GTs and
Ooh,
the,
actually,
and the
have
Johnny
you brought that up
Lieberman.
because he had a super hot take that I want to
Yeah.
read
It
because
was
it's not
very-
one that I share, but I
was-
wanted to.
I strongly disagreed with it, but I understood his point.
That's
But
right.
at the same time, like, no, I'd go Z over a Camaro.
Let's
or
see what he
The
says.
new Camaros are pretty ridiculous though.
that one particular
Not for 40 grand.
very good
It's true,
handling
not
one.
for 40K, but for 80.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 2 Zs, you can get a hell of a Camaro.
Yeah. So, Mr. Lieberman,
Yes.
he says, the only person on planet Earth not swooning over the 2023 Nissan 400Z is me. Why? Think about this segment. The 400Z, it's just called the Z. The Z arrives at the party packing 400 horsepower. The Toyota Supra with the turbo i6 makes 382 horsepower, though really something more like 450. Is that true?
I don't know, maybe
more than
it
that?
felt really fast.
Yeah. That's an on-paper win for the Nissan. Plus, there's a manual transmission. But what about the Chevy Camaro SS? 455 horsepower, way more torque, and also has a manual transmission. At under $40,000, I'll bet you $1 the Chevy costs less as well, which I don't think it does.
I don't think a good one does.
I've driven a Camaro SS.
Mm.
It didn't feel as fast as the Supra.
Yeah. Though Nissan hasn't announced prices, same story for the even more powerful 460 horsepower Ford Mustang GT. Then there's the chassis. The Z is just an old Z34 chassis, which, I mean, worked out great. And it's done
They
people.
drive great. Man, those Nismo 370s are insane.
And isn't the Mustang still kind of like a modified SN95 to this day?
It's still in 94.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing, and I know Johnny isn't like a big aftermarket modification guy, but on the NA cars, you're getting nothing with a reflash.
Nothing.
If you're crazy enough to modify these things, a $40,000 Z with a reflash is going to make a GT 500 power.
So just for reference here, 6.2 liter. So the one SS Camaro in particular, 6.2 liter V8, 6-speed manual transmission. Pricing point is $38,695. If you go with the paddle
That's a lot
shift,
of car for that money.
paddle shift automatic, it's $40,290. So those two would be comparable price wise. Obviously, that motor. Actually, what does that make for power? I don't see.
But
what
then you're a
it says.
Camaro guy.
But right, then,
Right.
Yeah, then you're
then
that
you're
guy.
a Camaro
And I
guy.
say this is a guy who owns a Camaro.
And in particular, wow, this is, I mean, again, a reflash. Obviously, with the 400C, that's what it's going to be. It's kind of based off tuner cars, but 6.2 liter V8 makes 455.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get much out of that with a tune. I don't know, maybe 25 horse, 30 horse.
I mean, a
maybe at
450
most.
horsepower V8
Still
is
gonna-
a bad fucking car.
Still going to fuck, right?
It's going to sound
It's going to sound way better. But
exceptional.
But if you reflash the Supra or the Z, you're going to get more out of it. It's more modifiable. I mean, I know you can put
Yeah.
turbos on the V8. I get it, but
Right.
if anyone's ever tried to turbo something that's not turbo, it's an interesting process.
It's a bit of an endeavor.
I remember when
It's an
Turk
endeavor.
took his Supra. Yeah, I know it's a Supra, but whatever. And just flashed it. And he made that whole video series about like what it would take. And just a single flash was, I mean, near 100 horsepower.
Yeah, that's
And
what
that
they're
was a
usually
single
good for.
flash. And then, that was totally drivable and normal. No other modification. So
I'm hoping Nissan did this the 90s way where they just overbuilt the Christ out of it and we're like, yeah, it doesn't matter about fueling and stuff.
Right.
yeah.
So somebody mentioned colors earlier.
Colors.
So at launch, color options will be 6 two-tone paints, each with contrasting black roofs, brilliant silver, bolder gray, sarin blue, a Ikazuchi yellow, passion
Ooh,
red,
Give me that Ikazuchi.
Everest white, or Nissan offers 3 single-tone paint options: black diamond, gun metallic, and rosewood metallic.
Dude,
as well.
white with the blue interior.
Oh boy, that's gonna be the spec right there
That's a spec. That's a spec on the new Vet as far as I'm concerned as well.
for
I
sure.
know that new blue vet interior is.
Oh,
pretty-
so good. So Vet guy.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
So Vet guy. Give
So-
me white with the blue interior, blue roof. Oh, you'd be the god of the Vet guys. It's like that's almost as good as ketchup and mustard. Yellow with red roof. The best bet.
The old ketchup and mustard.
Hit him with the ketchup and
the
mustard.
old Ronald
The old
McDonald.
Yeah, the
Shaquille
Golden
O'Neal.
Arches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I can't wait to see them on the road. I know it's called 2023, so we're still a little ways away.
Yep. End of yeah.
About a
actually.
year, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably about a
Yeah.
year from now.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll fly by.
Yeah. I mean, they really do because like
They'll be
Yeah,
flying.
2020 pop right by.
Yeah, I mean, they'll be flying cars and electric only by then. So
Jesus, no.
yeah. That's it for my news. That was the big
got
big
a
finisher, if you
quick. It's not really a news. It was sent to a listener of ours, which I was hoping was going to be in the chat. He's not tonight. Being flat in Australia. I had heard about this.
He was in the chat.
I couldn't find a
Shouts.
video. But did anyone see the video of the gentleman this past week at Monterey trying to start the 917
will. Yes. In gear.
in gear? He's laying on the ground next to the 917.
Yeah.
Looks like he's doing something in the engine bay while also turning the key to start the car. Starts it in gear,
My kind of guy.
and it starts to run away.
Almost runs himself over.
And he's dragging alongside of it.
With I don't know, nothing short of 70 people around him,
Yeah.
all fairly close to the vehicle.
It's not really news, but it's just kind of like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Today in massive fuck ups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that just happened to that kid last week with the BMW too.
Oh, it's on the grass?
Yeah.
Oh,
What's he? Why?
I don't know. We don't know exactly
We
what
don't
he's
really
doing.
know.
It might be in the comments or further
Oh,
explanation. but
Jesus.
yeah. It moves a pretty significant distance.
It's one
as
of the
well.
better parking spots.
But just like, seemingly nobody was hurt. Very fortunate. Vehicle seems to be fine as well.
Yeah.
But,
Talk about the payday of the century. Getting run over by a guy that owns a 917 in a
white
field.
pants.
I'd just be like, everything's broken.
Yeah.
it's the
What
most-
are you paying?
You don't even need a court case at
I
that
can't-
point.
I'd be like,
can't
let's
move.
settle outside of court. What do you
Yeah.
need?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't move.
That's a payday of the century.
Yeah.
was he trying to start the car for the award ceremony? Because I know generally they don't allow them to start when the crowd is still there.
There was
they're supposed
quite
to be
the
there
crowd.
before
Question.
The crowd,
Yeah, it's a
and
good
then
question.
They leave
Yeah.
after the crowd leaves.
There was
Unless
quite
you
the
were in an award, then
crowd
you drive
around
up to the
them.
ceremony.
If,
Maybe
uh,
that was the case. But yeah, there's enough people around him where, oh shit, like that
Yeah,
could
that's still during the show. It looks like.
Yeah, it
easily
seems
be a
like he might have
problem.
been doing a little something of his own.
Yeah, it's not a concourse. A concourse ethic. Concourse
It
ethics.
was the ghost of Steve McQueen.
He was
Yeah.
taking the restrictor off the Red Dragon there.
Some
The
tell
old
me
Exactly,
restrictor.
illegal.
Pretty sure he's not gonna get the invite next
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean,
matter
that
of
was
fact, he was taken out back and killed.
interesting to see.
That man was killed.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
What else? I had some little something else. What did I have? I jotted it down here. My little.
I have
Yes.
a new story that just says fucking Pastrana.
Yeah,
that,
good call. Which we can
Which
kind
be a
of
good
segment
before
into.
video, good
Yeah.
before these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm good. I'm good then, because I don't really have anything else that's anything important.
Time for a video. Time for a video. Here's my video. That's not that one. Dougie D did a Hyundai Santa Cruz review.
Yes, I didn't watch it, but yes.
Still in.
A Hyundai Santa.
Hey, the thing about the Hyundai Santa Cruz is the outside is super funky, and I'm like kind of into it.
Yeah.
The interior is literally just like a normal Hyundai SUV, and it's just weird.
You know,
I wish it was a little weird. Like, just give me a couple colors inside. I would have
It
been
needs
perfect.
to match the outside, is what you're saying?
I would like it to be a little funkier.
Yeah.
Give me a body color panel or something.
you know what's funky on the inside? The Maverick.
Is it funky inside?
Funky on the inside. It's got all this like weird stuff on the dash. So like, it's got this rail on the dash, and then you can add a bunch of attachments
The
to it.
accessories that come with it.
Yeah, so
Pretty
you can
much,
like
right.
add. It's like an aluminum rail, and you can add like a phone mount. You can add a GoPro mount. You can add like a cup holder. You can add all this stuff like across the dash, and it's an aluminum
It's like a
mount.
factory ram.
It's a
mount.
nice aluminum rail to eat
Yeah,
when you get in an accident.
yeah, it'll be okay.
Fine.
It's got,
I respect it having a funky interior
Yeah.
because the interior on the Santa Fe, like Dougie D gets in it, I'm just like, the fuck happened in here? And even he was like, well, it's pretty normal in this thing.
yeah. Last week I was on the island.
Mhm.
I got permission.
Shout to the island.
I
Shout
went
to the
and visited-
mayor.
Shouts to Legend.
Big
Went-
shout to Blake.
Hung out with him.
Bilake.
And you know the Bentley dealership over there?
Oh, yeah. Beautiful Bentley dealership.
They had a Hyundai Santa Cruz parked out front.
Of course they did because
uh,
it's also a Hyundai dealership.
So I looped around.
Primarily.
It is a Hyundai dealership. So I looped around to take a look at it. It's something when you see it on the road, you're going to be like, what is that?
Yeah.
It's
I think it's
certainly-
an appealing looking vehicle. Certainly strange. It looks better than a Subaru Baja. There, I said it.
It must be like back in like maybe like the 80s when you saw like an El Camino on the road.
Yeah,
And like when it first came out, you were like, what is that?
the road mullet.
It's a little bit different.
The road mullet. Yeah,
It's a little bit different.
It's definitely different.
It's definitely packing some heat in the power department, though.
Is it?
280.
280 spicy.
Speaking of a reflash,
280 out of
spicy.
what? Is
void
it?
the warranty on that 4-cylinder turbo.
Okay, so like 2-liter turbo.
I think it's 2.4. I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
2.4. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's cool looking outside, but I was really let down by the inside, especially like they went so crazy on like the running lights and shit on
The
front.
headlights are wild.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's in the back's cool. The cover's cool. The little under the base storage has got the plug in the back. It's a bunch of cool shit. But then he's talking about pricing, and I'm looking
Its
at
price point is weird though. In between the Honda Ridgeline and the Ford.
yeah, but
so-
I'm looking at Nicky Novak's build, which is a full dump kind of Maverick, and it's like 26K.
Yeah.
This Dougie's driving something 40 plus.
Oh wow.
So
Holy
it's
shit.
and then you get into the Ridgelines. Like the Ridgelines are totally different. The Ridgeline's like a bigger truck thing.
Yep.
It is.
I know pickup truck guys hate Ridgelines because they're the
Well,
best
it's a
pickup truck on the
passport.
road.
Yeah.
But Ridgeline's like I wouldn't. You're not cross shopping this with a Ridgeline. Ridgeline's for serious truck guys only.
Big truck man.
Big
Shouts to
truck
Kendrick.
guys.
Yes, I don't understand the price point of the Hyundai though. Hyundai came in this country as the cheaper alternative.
Totally
Right,
stripped
they-
out.
You got
It's
this.
all right.
It's almost as if they're pricing themselves out for the
They're
to be
26
competing with that thing.
stripped. They're 26.
Yeah.
So what?
But the
would
stripped
you
one
buy
is-
one over the Ford though? At that point, you could buy loaded. Ford
I don't know. I
for
have to look
26
at.
or a
I'd have to
stripped
look
out
at them both.
Hyundai.
Well, the stripped out Hyundai has options as well that the Ford, the
You'd
loaded
probably
Ford
need to
has.
pay for in the Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it has the whole entertainment shit. It pulls it's got this. The Ford tow package is the stripped out Hyundai. So I don't know. It gives you more. Like the Mac Daddy Hyundai definitely gives you more. Just really let down by the interior, and I never even thought to care about the interior. And I looked at it, I was like, this is so lame.
You do get that sweet Hyundai warranty though, so
You do.
Ford does not come with that.
No, not even close.
Ridgeline starting
41.
oh, wow, at 36.
Okay.
And then there's one right here in front of me, Ridgeline Black Edition,
Ooh.
topping out at 44.
You're 44. Like, you could probably go buy a nice Tundra for that kind of money.
Maybe it's a Tacoma.
Well, you can, okay. Anyways, Tundra's really cheap right now. By the way, I know someone that just bought one.
I know, like F-150s, all that sort of shit. You think truck, but it's fucking wild, the prices right now.
It's a Tundra.
It's tough. I just want to look one up real quick.
I know
bringing up?
Tacomas are like selling for way more than Tundras
Oh,
right now.
wow.
Are they
Yeah.
loaded Tundras?
Tundra, I mean, it starts lower starting price point at 34,025.
Boys,
Wow.
This
get a Tundra. That's a truck.
this particular model shown is
It's a big vehicle.
47.6. So
Yeah,
Also,
but that's loaded.
yeah, this thing's got to
I
be.
drove Kyle's. Did you get to drive Kyle's?
I didn't drive.
I drove Kyle's. He put this like throttle controller in it.
Yeah. What's it like a hand throttle, like a
No.
boat?
No, I wish that'd be really cool.
Adjusting
It'd
trim on
probably
that
be
thing.
comfortable to drive too. See,
It probably would
how you
be.
sit in it? No, it's some thing that like adjusts the input on the throttle. So it has all these modes. It's got like normal, eco, sport, and sport plus. You can change it on the fly while you're driving.
Yeah.
And we're driving, and he throws in sport plus, and he goes from like 10% input. You don't move your foot at all, and all of a sudden it's 95%.
Nice.
And the
wow.
thing is, it's like a rocket ship.
That's got the
taking off.
V8 in there.
Yeah,
So you can turn it
I-force,
on
whatever.
like an on-off button. Instead of an E switch, it's an on-off.
it's a app on your phone.
Is this
yeah,
in
no,
case-
but I mean, it turns the throttle
Yeah.
into just
Just in case
like
your ankle's sore, like what is the
right.
I can't push the
A
pedal
lot
all
of
the way
trucking.
down.
You're
I
out
don't
there doing
know.
truck guy stuff.
And that's the thing. Like, I didn't step on it anymore because it was like took me off guard a little bit. I expected it to be like, oh yeah, like cool, like give me like
It
a
blew
little
your mind.
boost. No, it was like full blown like nitrous. It was like you got hit with like 150 shot of nitrous.
You get your kids playing with your phone.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Next
Yeah.
time you're over here, I'd be like, oh, let me take this thing out. I got to see what's up with this.
Yeah.
yeah.
What I heard about that.
It's hilarious.
Get some eyes on it.
coldest to ever do it though.
Coldest ever do it.
What's up with that video?
Okay, the last video I have was the goddamn Pastrana video.
Yeah.
Which was Pastrana's lap up climb to the climb to the clouds, and it's the Mount Washington Hill climb in New Hampshire, which you guys were at, which we're gonna get into. But holy shit! I mean, you guys see that thing go past?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've been up that road slow.
Yeah.
A bunch of us went up. A bunch of the people listening went up it, and we all know we were one mechanical failure from death.
It's
Every single one of us.
basically, yeah.
And
Yeah.
these guys, Pastrana's just a monster. He's just a monster. And he beat his record by 16 seconds
16
or something.
seconds, yeah.
If he had a
Unheard
mechanical
of.
failure, he would have landed in Massachusetts.
Absolutely.
Like, it's ridiculous.
Dude,
how
un-
far
Yeah,
he would
you
have
taken
gone.
flight.
Unheard of beating your record by 16 seconds.
Used his Gymkhana car. Makes like what, 700 some odd horsepower?
850.
850? Holy
850,
shit.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, a modest 850, and propelled himself up the mountain in 5 minutes and 22 seconds.
528.
528. Okay.
And you can watch the whole video
538.
online. It's filmed unbelievably.
528.
Yeah.
And it's just, I mean, obviously, because Pastrana's involved, Hoonigan's involved, the filming's incredible. You get the palm sweaty, mom spaghetti type shit going on, watching that
It
thing.
looked sped up, but it's not sped up.
So I'm happy you brought that up because I saw a 1 minute clip on Instagram and I'm watching it and I'm like, oh, this must be like a sped up, like his whole run sped up into a 1 minute clip just to fit. And then it dawned on me, it's not sped up.
Yeah. He was just unleashing himself
Yeah.
upon that.
The man hit 140 miles an hour on that road.
It's
multiple
terrifying.
Just
multiple times.
doesn't make sense.
Hitting 14
Yeah,
while
yeah.
going up it was Josh was like, all right, buddy, pump the brakes. Like, let's slow it
Hey
down.
man, go a
We
little
gotta
towards the
return this
center
thing in one
crest.
piece.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little towards the middle, please.
Going 140 miles an hour.
Multiple times. I think averaged 83.
So when you guys were there, there's a toll booth that you pay your
Yeah.
money.
Yep.
So the start was basically just like maybe 100 feet back from that.
Okay.
And then you go up the hill where it
Yeah.
turns.
Yep.
They had one of those speed boards that like the police use.
Yeah.
And he hit like, I think 75, somebody said, like just in that space,
Yeah.
just accelerating.
Out of control.
Crazy.
It just doesn't. Corey and I ran to the store before we recorded, and obviously we say this all the time. There's just a part of him and people like him that they're a part of their brain that doesn't turn on, because hitting that mountain at that speed for that long and just shutting off, and this is my only goal. I don't care about the potential consequences. It's just absolutely, I cannot fathom it.
It's like the free solo guy. You see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like that part of the brain.
Mark
They,
Hubble, yeah.
like scan him, and it was like it's really small. Like
Yeah.
whatever it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Like you just didn't have it or something.
Right. Yeah. It just doesn't turn on. It just that part is not there. That little voice is not there to go. But what if?
To that note, so some friends of ours were running the events. They were at the finish line where all the cars are parked.
Yep.
And they say he got out of the car and he was like almost visibly shaking. And the first thing he said was, "That's it. I'm done. Never again."
Yeah.
Really?
That's
Yeah. He's like, "That's enough." He
That's
goes,
super smart.
100% done. And then the second run he did of the day was actually slower than the first run because he dialed it back because he's like, I
I don't need to do
don't need to do this anymore.
right.
I don't know that's why the second run was slower, but I'm assuming
Dude,
based
that's
on what
gotta
they're
be.
Right,
saying,
It's
just
got to be
gotta
human
why. Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
He does have children now.
Yeah,
So
exactly,
that's
dude.
that's exactly what we were saying.
You
It's just
figure
like
that adrenaline crash.
right. Just that was it. Finally, kind of recognize the moment and be like, all right, I don't have
I'm
to
do-
do
I'm
this
done.
anymore.
I'm done.
And we'll talk to. I mean, Jesse's going to be on next week, who has
Yeah.
a similar story to just like get into the top and be like, "What the fuck just
Yeah,
happened?"
Jesse's got the first person stories for sure. Like
Yeah.
It's going to be
yeah,
hilarious.
like we've all driven up that mountain at 20 miles an hour.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
I can't even imagine what this.
And
is
that's the thing.
like.
It
It's
doesn't
insane.
make sense of just like, I don't care how confident in that mountain I would feel of knowing it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be like, well, time to fucking send it.
I'm
Even-
nervous walking up that road. Let alone
Right,
driving
seriously.
up it.
Yeah.
it's-
Did he drive it down after the first run?
They all drive it down.
They'll drive it down.
They drive up. Every car's done. They all
I'd just
way
be
to
like,
the top
"Fuck
and then
this."
kind of commute
Yeah,
down
scoot
together
down.
once they've cleared
I'd have
off,
a drive down boy.
cleared off all the broken cars.
Give me the drive down boy.
So yeah, you guys got to attend that event, and that event was this year's 2021 Climb to the Clouds event. You guys got to attend it as media. So what was that experience like attending it as media? Have you done it before?
Yeah. So I've done it in 2011 when they did it.
Yep.
2014. Actually, no, 2014 I was just a spectator. I couldn't get it for whatever reason. 2017 I had media access, and then this year.
Yep.
So it's pretty interesting because it's Subaru's event. Like they spend all the money for it. They, so it's 3 days. So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday is the main race. So on Friday, Steven said this in the email, no media on the mountain, which is interesting. But then you find out Subaru's got all their guys up there.
Yep.
Because they're spending all the money on it. They want to make this video. So they did they practiced in two halves.
I was gonna say, I assume
Similar to
they
Pikes
they
Peak.
break it. Okay.
So they practiced the upper half on Friday. I didn't even go up on Friday because I'm like, I don't really care to walk around the paddock and not be able to take any action shots because it's not like I could even get start shots if I can't be on the mountain. I could at least get pictures of them starting. So anyway, I skipped Friday this year. I was like, whatever, no big deal. I go up Saturday. As soon as I got there, first of all, I left my house because I didn't have a place to stay because media permissions didn't come in until the Thursday night before for whatever reason.
Oh, so last minute approval. Yeah, not knowing.
So then I left my house. I live in Peabody. I left my house at like 2 a.m. and I actually listened to the last episode because that occupied me for 2.5 hours.
It just happened to be out. Yeah.
To get up there, and I ended up in North Conway at like 4:20 in the morning. I was like, ooh,
overshot.
I was like, I wanted to be there at like 6. I was like, oh, I guess there's no traffic on 16 at 3 in the morning. And so I slept in my car for a little while.
Good call.
Ended up showing up there. It starts pouring. And I grabbed my media credentials, and she's like, well, the vans are getting ready to go up. I'm like, downpouring. I'm like, I'm not going up to the top of the mountain today. I'm not standing in the rain.
Yeah.
It's going to be super cold. So I just shot start on Saturday. That was pretty cool because I hadn't shot start before. Normally the last couple of events I've been up on the mountain.
Yep.
And it could go either way. When you're up there, it could be bright and clear or like super cloudy and you won't see anything.
Yep.
So just to do stuff, I was like, I'm going to definitely take pictures at the bottom. And that was pretty cool. I tried something new. I threw a GoPro on top of my camera, so I actually got a little videos while I was taking pictures.
Yep.
So that was pretty fun. And then Sunday morning, they give you, for media, they give you 2 choices. It was either go up to what they call Signal Corps or the Craigway, which is that dirt turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Signal Corps is the halfway point. It's the reason why they call it Signal Corps is because way back when, when you're at the base of Mount Washington, you can't see the peak. But you can see Signal Corps, and then Signal Corps can see the peak. So they used to flag between the base.
Oh, that's cool.
That's why they call it
That's
Signal Corps.
wild.
That's some Lord of the Rings shit right
Yeah.
there.
So it's like it's roughly like 4 miles up. So it's basically in half, which is the auto road's 8 miles.
Yep.
And so I shot from there in the morning. It was bright and sunny, but it was like 40, 50 mile an hour gusts. And I was like, man, I'm getting cold. I'm just gonna go down the bottom. And there was a new spectator area, the turn 1. And I was like, I'll just shoot from there. Just do something different. Because, like, when I went to get in the van, the lady was like, all right, who's going to Signal Corps? And, like, 3 of us raised our hands. And, like, who's going to the Craigway, which is the dirt turn? Because everybody wants that shot.
Yeah.
Like, all the 30 photographers were like, yep, going there. Like, okay, I don't really want to stand there with everybody and get
Right.
the same
Everybody doing
shot.
the same exact. Right.
So, yeah, I just shot from down the bottom, and that's what I did. And the problem is you feel kind of like oh, I'm going to miss out on that shot, but maybe I'll get something different.
I can imagine it's very difficult because you're not super mobile. You know what I mean? You have to stay in one place.
They only get 2 runs.
Yeah.
When you're at the top, that's the other problem. So apparently talking to the auto road lady, the auto road is private.
Yeah.
Right. It's owned by whoever runs the auto road. They own 60 feet on either side of the road. The rest is National Park Service.
Okay.
And when you get to the top there, it's a fragile alpine ecosystem.
Yep.
So there's some sort of ferns and trees up there that only exist up there.
Yep.
So they had to get special permits from the National Park Service to even have this race. And
Up top, there's
Up
signs
top.
everywhere that say not to stand on that stuff.
Yeah,
It's
so-
almost like a moss type stuff.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah, you have to-
fragile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
creeping cypress.
Yeah. Yeah,
the
exactly.
floor is moss. Like, don't touch it.
Yeah.
So they had roped off areas for spectators, and also we kind of had to stay in the roped off areas, or you had to step on rocks.
Yep.
So that was kind of it, which is kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. And you only get 2 runs, so
Yep.
you get two shots, or 2 shots to take shots.
Right. To nail. Yeah.
It's not like when you go to like a circuit race,
Right.
where
They're
there's
constantly.
laps and laps and laps.
Yep.
And yeah, it's pretty wild. It's difficult, but
How many hours did you spend on the mountain? Or like, what was the time kind of schedule?
so we had to be on the bus at like 7. Then next time I looked at my watch, it was probably 8 o'clock. We were up there. They didn't send the cars till like 9:30.
Yep. Right. So yeah, get up there, get in position, and just kind of. Is there any type of heads up? Is whistles? Any type of communication that cars are
they
coming?
run,
That sort of stuff.
They run ham radio communications up and down the mountain. So
Okay.
they know where, and they call out usually you'll be near someone with a that's running the radio. You'll hear them call the checkpoints because they want to know if a car made it to a checkpoint.
Right.
And
And
the
then,
corners each marked off. Because if a car doesn't make it to the next checkpoint,
yeah, they're
that means
assuming.
it's off somewhere.
Yeah.
And then you go look for it.
Yep.
So there is that. So you do hear that. And the gas cars you can hear coming.
Yep.
Most if they have loud exhaust, but some of the more stock cars are really quiet.
Yep.
And there was a thing too on the end of Sunday on second runs. There was 2 electric cars. There was this little EV racer kind of silhouette thing, and then there was a guy with a Tesla, and they pull them at the start. They have alarms like a woo 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 woo, so you can hear them because you cannot hear them.
Yep.
And the second runs they did, somebody forgot to pull those.
Right.
And, like,
so
we're
just
all
silent.
just standing there, and all of a sudden,
Oh,
Tesla
no
goes
way.
by, and we're like, wow, that's how somebody gets killed because
Yeah.
you cannot hear them. And what did you say?
And the problem with that is that the National Park Service doesn't close down the hiking trails. So there's still people doing through hikes that are going to cross the street. So at every place there's a trail crossing, they have somebody working like a crossing guard.
Across.
essentially.
Holy
Like,
Right.
shit.
like,
right.
hey, wait right here. Wait, a minute. I'll let you know when you can cross.
Which is
Because you
wild.
can hear the radio calls, and they have a radio, and you can hear the cars coming. But what had happened with this one here was the alarm wasn't pulled in the car. So they're like, all right, come on, there's nothing coming. And then they're like 1 foot out of the street, and the car's just like, boom, like, oh,
Holy
shit, there's
shit.
a car here. We're going to get killed. So that's why they run the alarm.
What a day to hike.
Cars. It's funny. So I chose not to drive the mountain at all. I hiked in from the bottom to get a different vantage point.
Yeah.
Which is cool because that's one of the cool things about this event is technically you don't need a ticket because
Right.
you can
It's-
hike in from anywhere if you can handle a little bit of a hike,
Yep.
which I can't,
As it turns
anyway.
out.
I was gonna say I've watched YouTube videos of that trail of
Yes.
like starting at the I
Yep.
forget the name of the trail, but going all the way to the top.
I hiked the Pinkham Notch Trail.
It's fucking
Yeah,
Wild.
I did not go to the top. We'll put it that way.
Yeah,
I went
yeah.
about 2 miles in, and it was like 700 feet of elevation change.
Yeah.
And I did enough working out for the year, so
Yeah, that hit hard, man.
it
Holy
hit
shit.
hard. Plus, you're carrying camera gear and carrying a backpack. And
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
It's New England.
Good
so
for you
it's
for doing it, dude.
952% humidity.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's
right.
Not,
Yeah, I was just gonna say
yeah.
that was this past weekend. So
Yeah, it was not fun. I did make it somehow, but
determination.
Sure will.
determination, yeah. So we were about 2.4, 2.5 miles up on the mountain.
Yep.
But at that time, you have all these other hikers that are coming through and some of them just like, what the hell's going on right now?
That's
Like,
my favorite hiker.
How did this happen? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
Just
So
get angry at cars being
I only heard one person complain, and his complaint was, completely unfounded, obviously, because if you're looking to be completely isolated from people, you wouldn't hike up a
wrong
mountain
road.
that already had a road on it.
Right.
Because
Right.
even if it's not a race, it's going to be people driving up and
Plenty
down
of
the hill
mountains
all
up there
day.
without roads.
100%. So
It's one of the
stop
biggest
complaining about it.
attractions in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
that just the guy missed that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He missed out on that part.
on
of it,
top
so.
of the event only happening every few years.
Every 3 years.
Like,
yeah.
dude, you have
Shit
you
luck,
know
man. Sorry.
nearly
Yeah.
nearly
You really
900
fucked up.
days.
Come back tomorrow.
you've got like
Seriously.
1,070 days.
Like,
You
seriously.
tell me he didn't pull up
Yeah.
to the parking lot. I was like, yeah, it's a little busy. Jesus.
What are all these
come-
big
come
trucks
back
doing
tomorrow.
here? Yeah.
But no, it's a hell of an event.
Roads
and
closed, pizza boy.
Find another fucking place to hike.
It's a hell of an event, and even just even going just as a spectator, you have pretty much I'd call it almost media access because of that fact.
Right.
You don't
right.
really you're only limited by how far you can get,
Yep.
and if you can't hike, then
How many people were hiking?
Don't
Was
hike.
it just like constant people the whole
constant
hike?
all day long.
Yeah.
Wow.
Constant all day long. We went in pretty early. Like again, we went up there first thing in the morning, so we started hiking at about 6:45.
Yeah.
Because we knew we were not fast hikers. So it
give yourself a
yeah.
little buffer.
it was
Yep.
pretty it
Yeah.
was pretty empty early on, but by midday it was just like a normal day on the mountain. There's hundreds of people hiking through. There's people doing whatever the through trail is of all the presidential range or whatever is a part of it up there, I guess.
Yeah.
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 I just picture Everest
So-
Base Camp.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's all I picture.
Now, if you came to one of the road crossings while you were hiking, would they allow you to stay there? Or they're like, hey, you got to move it along?
So they basically tell you to where they'd like you to be if you want to spectate from there.
Okay.
And just to not be an idiot.
That's
Because-
fair.
Yeah, because if you're
I
an
like
idiot,
that.
if
Yeah.
you're an idiot, they got to call down the bottom and send somebody up to move you, and they don't want to tie up the event. So you just got to there's a lot bit of self-policing going on there, and
Yeah.
most people are pretty cool with it because they're just hiking through.
Yeah.
Except as one irritated person who could probably cause a scene if you wanted.
Right.
to.
Right.
So,
And is probably generally oblivious at life in general.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah.
but,
Someone
Yeah.
tie him to a tree.
You gotta follow
Looking
the trail.
at
You
this
hike your own
man, yeah,
path.
he was
Yeah, most
he was not all in his head. We'll put it that way.
can judge that book. So what was your favorite parts of the day? Or actually, another question I had before we get to that one. What time do they run? You said they start about 9:30. What time do they run till?
So they run the slow cars first.
Yep.
Because if you ran Travis Pastrana first, then everybody would just go home.
Yeah.
It'd be chaos.
Right.
You got to keep everybody there.
Good point. Good point.
So they start. I think Pastrana ended up doing his first run. It was close to 11 o'clock. So
That's pretty quick then. Okay.
yeah, it was only like I feel like there's 40 cars maybe.
There were 80 cars.
80 cars, but
They probably didn't run.
yeah, not everybody made it to the final day. 'Cause
Okay.
people broke and
Yep.
How about offs? Any offs?
oh, some big offs.
Eh,
I don't think there was any up until race day though,
okay.
which was I think mostly second runs. It was interesting. There was a guy there who had his historic car. It was like a Jaguar something fenders from like the 50s.
Mm.
And he was like 80 something. He was the original owner.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
He like owned the record in 1953
Okay.
and he was driving it like, so he drove up,
Same car.
same car.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Old
I mean,
Jag up the mountain. All right. I'm pretty sure they won't let you take that up on a regular day.
Pretty awesome story.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I guess, I mean,
Cars in history.
he
Yeah.
went by though. It was kind of struggling. It was having some trouble up at elevation.
The car or
The
him?
car.
He probably ran it was all dirt, right? Originally?
I was gonna say right.
This used to be a man's race.
He's seen some shit. Yeah.
And then I guess it broke or something, and he tried to roll it backwards.
The
and it ended
Jaguar?
up- yeah. And it rolled like into one of these protected ferns. I'm like, great. It's just-
Oh boy.
The
Yeah.
guy just killed some
Now we
tree
have
that's
to, we
as
have
old
to
as
push a
him.
Jaguar up a mountain. Great.
So
Jesus.
Our friend Tom, who has the show Talking Motorcycles, he came with us and he took his BMW motorcycle up with a sidecar that his dad drove his mother up in like many years ago, and he did it on the same bike by himself, but kind of like as a commemorative thing,
Yeah.
and that was awesome to see.
Speaking of sketchy rides up.
yeah, sweaty palms and
I mean, yeah, you see those people that do it with bagger Harleys, and you're like, okay.
yeah.
All right. All right.
Yeah, it was interesting to
Yeah.
see. So I appreciate that gentleman's go at it.
Well, it's easy going because it's mostly paved until you get to that like dirt section.
I was just
And then
gonna say,
you're
like, you are aware there's a large dirt section up there. You know,
Uh,
about 6 miles up.
If you go off anywhere near up top, though, you got quite a slide to do.
yeah, it depends where it is. Like if you get up to what they call the cow pastures, that's that point where it kind of flattens out. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
You've got
You got room to
you
go.
got runoff on either side.
Big
but,
rocks, but
but there's
runoff.
a big spot when you're above the tree line. Yeah, there's a couple big exposures.
And that's at that spot. Seemingly, there's a stretch of not so curvy curves, which is actually generally pretty straight. It's windy, but you can, and I imagine that's where some of the, dare I say, ludicrous speeds are.
That's where you
are.
saw Travis do 140 miles an
Okay,
hour.
so in that,
It's also not flat. So when you watch the video, I don't know if you've watched the whole video.
yeah,
through
yeah,
yet.
he's bouncing
When
all
he
over.
goes over that point, you hear the car get light and the tires, you
Yeah.
hear the revs go up because there's no traction on the ground anymore.
Yeah.
At 130 plus miles.
And
an
on
hour.
that section, if I believe,
Nothing
there's
on the right.
sheer cliff to the left, just jagged rocks to the left,
Yep.
and then to the right, adios.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's like I said, if he went off there, he'd land in.
Yeah.
Revere.
Yeah, it's just not so good.
Beautiful Revere, Massachusetts.
Exactly.
I was going to say our friend,
wouldn't be good.
our Jake Weil,
Yeah.
he posted a video of his E36 on that
Oh, yeah,
exact
the
spot.
the gray one.
The gray one, yeah,
it's a cool car.
on I think
Yep.
like first practice or something like that, and I'm just like, oh, he's getting
Yeah.
it, and it was at that point, and I'm like, all right,
Yeah, it's a little nerve wracking, I'm sure.
yeah. I mean, I'd get nervous watching these guys.
Yeah, I was saying, I
Um,
feel it in my hands just watching it. I can't imagine like trying to navigate.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's a killer thing to watch in person.
Yeah.
There's definitely a way you guys can get up there for the next one. You should
Yeah, we have to.
100% make it.
one of those things where it's like, yeah, I should probably try, but I just didn't
Yeah.
put it, and I completely regret
That
it.
and New England Forest Rally. We'll show you all the good spots.
Oh man, for sure,
Yeah.
that'd be
I'm
awesome.
excited for that, actually.
So how do they treat the offs, for instance? Just radio calls, things like that, or can you walk us through a couple of those?
So as long as if they go off and they're okay and the car's far enough off, then they'll just say, good. Tell the next driver where the car is off.
Yep.
Send them.
So that was, matter of fact, just that kind of almost an alarming thing watching Pastrana's run. At one point during a very fast section or getting into a very fast section, I think he was on a left where the inside corner, there was like a blue or dark blue F-150. I'm like, that fucking thing's like sticking out. And obviously Pastrana just zoomed right by it. But it was kind of one of those like, oh shit, does anybody get a heads up of where some of these vehicles are parked?
Well, you kind of you probably figure that out from practice because those should just be the workers.
Be
cars.
there anyway. Yep.
Yeah,
Mostly
and
ham radio.
yeah, and where Brad was a big curve, and they actually have cones out so that nobody cuts it.
Okay. Yep.
And there's
I do remember seeing
there's
some of those
worker,
in that video
there's
too.
worker cars parked there. But yeah, basically right before his second run, Bill Washburn in the 240 RS Maxi had a mechanical and he went off into a ditch.
The blue and white one, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
luckily
Yep.
he was fine, but the car is
Yep.
um,
Very
he was walking on
unfortunate.
2 legs, so he's fine enough, right?
Very unfortunate because
What
that I was
counts?
just kind of learning about him and that car and the history of it and all that sort of stuff, and it's something I want to dive into more. But
Yeah, so he went off. They went up with the record to make sure it was like not in the way,
yep,
and it was fine, I guess, because they came right back down, and then that's when they sent Pastrana because he was right behind him in time. I mean,
Yeah.
not like seconds wise, but he was the second place guy.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Because Cole, I believe, got second place, right? Cole.
Yeah, I have to look it up again. I don't know why they had Cole come down and stand on the podium, but then later on Bill was there.
Okay,
So I don't know what happened.
just something. All right, yeah,
Yeah, I think Cole was third in the cross kart thing.
yeah, yeah.
And Bill took second for his first run.
Okay.
Fast enough to take second. I'm pretty sure that's how it went down.
Okay,
So
okay.
he had a second on the day,
All
even
right,
though
cool.
he didn't finish the day.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
a little bittersweet, I think, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
What was the delta between Travis and second place?
Almost a minute, wasn't it? Yeah, it was almost a minute. I had the numbers pulled up, and I put
What
them
was
away,
Bill
so.
driving?
Yeah, pop them. I'm curious.
240
If not,
SX.
if you don't
Bill
want
was driving
should-
240 with a
Yeah.
Can you grab
240 with an SR20, I
But
believe.
the crazy
grab
thing
the
is,
times
a lot
for
of
the-
those guys ran times that would have been records
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, previous had not, Pastrana.
I think
Um,
our man
right.
is in the field is working on it right now for us.
Okay.
So we can kind of reference some of these numbers because I am curious about the delta is between, or the kind of the gap between Travis and everyone else. Just to put into perspective how fast.
Were there other pro drivers up there?
I would say the only
Like factory supported guys? No.
no other. It's all privateers except for Travis. There were a couple guys that used to be pro drivers,
Right.
like you had Tim O'Neill.
Had Petter up there.
Ronneman Lageman was a pro driver for Subaru in the early 2000s.
Reese Mills.
I would love to see them run it.
I would too, man.
I'd love to see some other guys
Here
show up.
we are.
Especially some fast boy hill climb guys.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to see I really wish Ford would bring out that like Mach-E electric car,
Yeah.
Yeah,
or even Volkswagen bring their car out of retirement.
IDR or something, or just anything really. Build something purpose built for this and run it here in Pikes Peak or
That's
something.
what was funny when I saw that Gymkhana car. I was like, that's not for Gymkhana. That's for Mount Washington.
That's right.
Yeah.
I know what that car is for.
They put a lot of effort into, yeah.
You can see really on Travis's run too. He was like, "Oh yeah, I got it in the back."
I mean,
It's 541. It's still so much faster than everything else.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
I'd love to know.
Yeah, we were definitely wrong on Bill Washburn. Those numbers have changed since race day.
Yeah.
So he's down there in DNF for run 2. So
Oh, right.
yeah, so 39 seconds is the gap. So almost a minute.
Yeah.
I'd like to see some other pros, some other big boy factory back pros go up there.
So just to correct ourselves, so we don't tick anybody off. So
Yep.
Cole did finish in second, and
Yep.
Chris Duplessis finished in third. So that's
Good on them, man.
yeah.
Those guys are ripping.
Those guys are
Oh.
both in cross carts, which are amazing to watch go up the hill.
No way.
Absolutely
Yeah,
wild.
they're-
Is
they're
that
silly
what the
awesome.
OL? So OL is. I imagine Class
There's
U is what
yeah,
unlimited.
unlimited, and then they're
Unlimited.
different.
Yeah.
I don't know what the definitions are.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
OL's open wheel.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
It's open something.
Where's Mr. Witzel?
Open light.
Witzel gonna? Oh no, Witzel finished the whole time.
He might be on the second.
Yeah.
Might be on page
two
2.
pages.
Oh, yeah,
Scroll
page
me
2.
down. Come on, buddy.
Where is he? Where is he?
Yeah. Go page 2.
Let's go by horsepower.
Yeah, that's way down
There he is, 49.
49.
49.
Our very own
Witzel
Jesse
Jesse.
Witzel.
Still 751.
751.
I was gonna say,
751.
Yeah.
And,
You know,
120
fast
horsepower
enough.
Volkswagen Golf.
In a fucking Mark V Rabbit.
yeah.
Like that DNF.
It took
I
us
don't know, he didn't get a DNF. So 50's okay.
No, yeah.
5 times longer to get up
Yeah.
when we
Yeah,
drove up
yeah.
there.
That's what I say. We
Yeah.
drove up in 38 minutes, and we're like, oh, all right.
I made it.
I need a breath.
Yeah, I'm here.
I have a break.
Right, it's good to get to the top. So this is the guy who we were talking about. This particular car, quite wild. I've been watching all of his runs and his
Yeah.
haps on the course here. Bill Washburn. Anybody out there listening? 240 RS Maxi on Instagram. Go follow him. Check out his stuff. I believe he did post a photo of the crash or the result of the crash.
I
Shook,
see.
if you can scroll down a little bit.
I see he's got the photo of him and Travis together. That's
Yeah,
a cool photo.
Yeah, scroll down.
Big flex right there.
Big flex.
Yeah, maybe it's not
I
there.
think we're pre-race at this point.
Yeah, that looks.
I think it's a
pre-race.
second or third
So
picture.
that one right there with that's my photo.
oh,
oh,
really?
sick.
Oh,
That's from 2017.
Pop that open for us.
Awesome.
So you can actually see the arrow. He picked up dirt, and you can see the airflow over the car with the dirt.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
that's cool
Holy
as hell.
crap. Yeah.
Wow.
That's such a cool shot. Oh, my God. dude. Pretty much off the
Little
ground.
vegetation on the right wing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's that protected fern.
Yeah.
we get the Briz.
Some dandelions.
Yeah. Yeah. So just take it home with you.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think.
Go-
Hit it-
Oh,
hit
wait.
it-
You know what? Maybe.
Is it that video to
I
the
was going to
right?
say, I think if you actually hit the photos, there's some that you can scroll in there.
And the second post, and he scrolls
Second
across.
post?
Yeah, pretty sure that's it.
Yeah.
That's some arrow, man.
That's some business.
That
Come
is
on, I just
serious
want to see the
business.
result. Keep going. Keep going.
There's definitely something out there.
Yeah,
so
it's great to see
Yeah.
a 240 being used for something good.
Shouts to the
Was that the
fucking
video?
drift contingent. Keep
I
scrolling.
think on
through.
mine I have an.
There we go. That's what I wanted to see.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
That's
that was.
Very
That
sideways.
sucks.
I think I have an exterior video on mine.
Yeah.
he posted the in car.
Damn. That splitter.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
and
he's
but,
okay, man.
but with a car like that, it's like
Ugh.
very rebuildable. Oh, was that?
Oh,
Oh.
we did.
Yeah, that's his
Did-
tailbone.
Yeah, it bent his tailbone.
Oh,
he said.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
Yeah, this,
And I
this is-
assume
this is
that's the
of
video.
off. Yeah, it's,
Of the off?
That's
yeah.
pretty early on, isn't it?
I was gonna say right.
Yeah,
It's
it's
got to.
right around mile marker 1.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
so
Look at the
I-
video.
so I-
show it is
I-
moving rapidly, if you're listening.
Yeah.
I
At
have,
this
He's
point in the
going
Supra, I
left.
was doing 11 miles an hour.
yeah.
And we stayed at
So
11.
he's gonna go by me
Little
on
right.
I'm over there on the
Little
right.
left.
Okay. Yeah.
There I
Yeah.
was just standing there.
Big
Just
left.
Beginning the ascent.
Yeah.
Ooh, looking nice.
You know, it's tricky at this point, too, because you've got the
Smooth as
sun in and
fast.
out of all the trees. So you
Yep.
go from like
Oh yeah, it was very
being
harsh.
blinded to shadows to shade.
Absolutely. I mean, this is,
A car sounds exceptional.
yeah, this is exceptional.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Fuck.
Oh, wow.
I'd rather go off on that side though.
Yep,
Yeah,
best
for
side.
sure.
Best possible.
I was gonna say of that outcome, that's pretty good spot.
Did he say what he feels went wrong?
Yeah, something in the steering is all he said so far. as far as
Okay.
I know, yeah.
I was
just beefed it.
you know, but no, it does look like it wasn't like I overdrove. It looks like something definitely
No,
went
something
wrong.
broke. The car took a hard right. Pretty
Yeah.
much. To stop turning, and Bill's not known as being a wild, driver. He's
Yeah.
usually
Right,
he's pretty
right.
neat and tidy, and
Yeah.
he's a privateer. He doesn't want to wreck his stuff.
Yeah,
nobody's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
pay for it but him.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
Yeah.
So
Man,
Yeah, you
he's
can
a bad
definitely tell.
man, dude. Oh my God.
yeah,
At some point, it looks like he's realized that it's not.
Just runs out of the old steering. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, the wheel's
Trying to go
fully
left,
to the
not
left.
going
yeah,
left.
yeah. He just shifts into fifth, so he's moving good too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well,
So
shouts to him. Shouts to everyone who did that. Who's got the balls to even try it.
Yeah, it
fucking
takes a mile long.
cojones. So what was the favorite part of your day this year in particular,
Being
or
cle-
favorite part of the weekend? Let's say.
I mean, honestly, I'm in it for the cars.
Yeah,
I
just
mean,
seeing all
just
the.
seeing the cars, seeing the historic cars.
Yeah.
I'm a big vintage car nut. Don't care too much about modern stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Seeing Tim O'Neill up there running his '69 AMX.
Yep.
Was pretty intense. Some of the historic cars. There was an X John Buffum TR8 Triumph race car that went up. That's pretty cool to see. There's a lot of neat vintage stuff going on up there. So my thing all the time is it's always about the cars.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
the people, obviously,
yeah,
first, and then
yeah.
the cars.
Yeah.
So,
1A, right.
Yeah, it's a good time if you're into vintage cars because the vintage class is so big there.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're not as exciting to watch because they're not going to be as fast as Pastrana and
I
the
know, but
Air
that shit's
Slayer
pretty
STI.
exciting.
But
know.
you get to see it
But
perform, you know, and
you see
see
it perform and you see a lot more mechanical grip versus
It's like-
aero grip.
It's
and-
like the classics hill climb at Goodwood.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to see the supercars at the end. I just want to
No.
see the guys like
I wanna see
pumping
the
their
guy
own
in the
fuel.
28 Fiat
Yeah, exactly.
hanging out the side.
Yeah, I
so.
need to see the beast of Turin making it up as fast as possible.
again, just like that 80-year-old guy, like just
Yeah,
that
it's a
dude's been
killer story.
Yeah,
slinging
hammering it
that
out.
thing
Way into that.
forever, right?
Jag finally lets you down 80 years in.
And I think one of the other big things is we've been involved in this community for so long, since back in our own rallycross days, and we know so many people that went beyond rallycross and have built rally cars and run rallies and run hill climbs, and it's just neat to go and support the homies, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
support the
yeah, for
homies
sure,
and
for sure.
see it at its best level in New
Yeah,
England for
I
I
sure.
mean, that's what it's all about. Supporting the homies.
I mean, I literally flew here from Phoenix to do this, so it's
Hell
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. What's the what do you get around you for mountains in Phoenix?
There's tons of mountains in Phoenix, but there's no hill climbs.
Nothing hill
No,
climb
They got
wise.
down in Tucson, which is a couple hours from Phoenix. There's
Okay.
no hill climbs, so I haven't had a chance to check them out yet because I've only been there a couple of years. But
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm only 6 hours from California, so
Right.
you know,
There's
all the stuff at Car
Yes,
Week.
it's not
and
bad,
it's not
yeah.
bad, no.
yeah,
So but
pretty
no,
good
it's-
spot.
Yeah, it's a really good spot.
Got to deal with snakes in the mountain up there, but
Nope.
no.
Never seen one yet.
Okay,
So
that's good.
Can't, that means they're not there.
Yeah.
no, not
Everybody
there,
knows.
nothing. That's why I look at it.
Not a
Everybody's
thing.
like, man, you got to dodge scorpions, you got to dodge snakes. I haven't seen any of them.
Not even one.
No. And we spend a
I
lot
like
of time
that.
outside. So
Yeah.
like camping, never seen nothing.
Keep
Yeah.
it that way.
So
That's just trying to keep the tourists out.
100%. Don't visit. It's awful.
Don't,
Yeah.
Terrible out there.
Terrible place. How hot is it?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's perfect out there.
You know, when you bake a pizza in the oven and you
Yeah.
open the oven,
Yeah.
it's kind of what it feels like when you walk outside.
You know,
It's
heat
fine
doesn't bother
though.
me too much, but I've been told like that kind of heat will
Nah, it's not bad.
get to you.
It's not bad. This isn't a podcast
It's a
about
dry
weather,
heat.
obviously, but
It's a dry heat.
It's a dry heat.
It's dry
It's
heat.
a dry heat. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Honestly, the cool thing about that is
Burn right off.
you walk in the shade, it's 15 degrees colder, so that's fine.
Yeah.
See that?
Shade actually works there.
So
unlike here.
110 in the shade.
Comparatively, it's fine.
There was a song about that.
Yeah. That's awesome. I would love to go. I really would. I think I don't know. Well, Josh, we'll book it now. 2024.
Yeah. No, we definitely
Count me
gotta
in.
get up there for the next one.
Are they gonna pull like an Olympics? Like it was in 2021, but it was the 2020 year.
It was typically every 3 years, but maybe a little 2 years now.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Fingers
saying. So
crossed,
maybe
yeah.
2023.
Yeah. Because I have to assume if they didn't pull it off this year, they would have skipped it.
Start the pitch now with
And then-
Nissan.
We taking the
We
potato
We
up?
get the 400Z. We'll take that.
See if we can get Nissan on the horn.
We get a livered race car.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
take that. That's fine.
Jesse drove one. Ours is lighter, but doesn't have a cage. That 750's going down.
And there's some rust on it, so yeah,
Yeah,
a
lost
little
a
weight
couple
reduction.
pieces.
So what's up for you boys? You guys gonna cover what you did on your podcast coming up? You gonna have any guests from the races or anything like that?
Yes, the goal is to have our friend Dan Fiquette and Jordan Mellum, who ran a car in the rally class.
Yep.
They just wanted to do it just to say they did it.
Right,
Hell
right. Yeah, that's
Um,
awesome.
So that'll be fun to have them on.
What did they drive?
They drove a,
Don't worry about
I forget what year it is. It's a Bug-Eye Impreza,
Oh boy.
Yeah.
non-turbo.
Non-turbo. It's a good one.
Non-
yeah,
Turbo.
There we
that's-
go.
So what
that's
is
why the car
2.5?
that's why it didn't break.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
He literally just put it.
Did the head gasket, sent it up the hill. Did the head
I
gasket,
don't
brought it
think
back
he's
down.
ever done the head gasket to it.
The logo for the hill climb was like the classic like Bug-Eye blue with gold,
Hell yeah.
like WRC livery on it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can't lose with that.
It used to be an Audi because Audi was the main sponsor for years.
Yep.
So all the stuff used to have Audi.
I remember the old Climb to Cloud stuff with the Audis on
Yep.
them. Yeah.
Yeah, good
The old
stuff.
graphics they would make.
They've jumped ship on doing anything.
I was gonna
cool,
say, now
so-
they're
they didn't,
just-
they didn't do anything cool.
Just
no.
yeah, VW out of almost all motorsports entirely. So
I used
yeah.
to daily an Audi 4000, and a guy I knew who was not into cars somehow had a bunch of old stuff from the Climb to the Clouds through the 80s that was all Audi liveried stuff that he gave him when I had the
Sick.
car. Yeah, it was pretty cool. But yeah, it's all Subaru now. Sorry, guys.
That's all right. They got to do something, right?
yeah.
As long as some manufacturer supports something.
Yeah,
right,
absolutely.
for sure.
We hate
Yeah,
on Subaru, but they're the only ones doing anything cool.
No, kudos to them, man, to
Yeah.
run that stuff. That's cool as
Yeah,
hell.
to keep
And they're
that
supporting
going.
the rally
Nobody's doing
community.
anything.
Keep that going. Bring Pastrana there. I mean, basically showcase that entire event to the world because everybody's going to be talking about that and
Yep.
looking at that for the next couple weeks or so.
It's amazing how many people who are not car people, you tell them, "Oh, I went to Climb the Clouds." Oh, did you get to meet Pastrana?
That's
Right.
awesome.
So they all know Pastrana's name.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we
yeah.
need to get a lot more named drivers up there. It's the oldest motor race in the United States.
To what you guys were talking about before, like get more pro drivers
Yeah, I
involved.
don't-
Like,
I
why
don't-
not?
yeah. Like it's every bit. It's more challenging. The participants say than Pikes Peak.
Yep.
So
Oh, I believe
I don't
that.
understand why it's not more. I don't know. It just needs to be a little more famous.
It needs to be
Notable.
more
Yeah.
notable.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's New England. Let's get it done.
Yeah, it
We've
needs, to
been
be,
here
a
for a
big, it
long
needs to
time.
be a bigger deal. Like other factory race drivers, like should have the opportunity. You know, like
Yep.
Ford's got to have some driver.
Put Kenneth Block on that.
Yeah, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying. But Ford's gonna have someone. Hey, we'll send you there with the team, the whole nine.
But then we talked about this before. Like, Pastrana just doesn't fear death.
It's not to
Seemingly.
compete. It's just to represent a
Right,
brand.
but you think some of the other guys are like, fuck that. I'm
Well,
not trying
maybe,
that.
maybe they have the opportunity. They're like, you out of your fucking mind?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the other problem is that the cars that are built for the event, like the unlimited class, like Andrew brought up, you saw the car in the Hoonigan video, and you're like, this wasn't built just to play around with.
yeah,
Yeah.
this
Right.
is
Do
a real
something
car.
with
Purpose built, yeah.
So the other manufacturers don't want to spend the money to build a car. It's only going to be legal for one event because there's no rules for the unlimited cars. Like
Yeah.
there's safety rules, and other than that, you can build whatever you want.
Right.
Yeah,
essentially.
So you're saying it's Group B.
Yes.
Subaru is going to get their money out of that vehicle.
Yeah, 100%.
Using
Nobody
it
else wants to
all
spend
over,
the money.
taking it all
Yeah.
over. Yeah.
Right, and they'll get to run it for Hoonigan events and
I
stuff.
mean,
Yeah.
how many views does that video already have? Probably?
I'm sure. Yeah.
It's probably
I
in the millions.
Yeah, bring it up because I haven't been able to see it yet. So I
And
want to
then,
I want to
like,
watch it after
it's
this
probably.
on the big old
And
screen.
the crazy thing, right? So he did that Sunday afternoon, right? They finished.
Yeah.
And that was out Monday morning. I was like, holy cow. So they must have just literally pulled all the memory cards
yeah, live edit.
Oh yeah, cut it that night.
like crazy. So
Chuck, you
fast.
sleeping over there? Can you bring up the Pastrana Mount Washington video, the most recent one? You can just
see what kind of
get it queued up
see
in
what
the
kind of
background.
counts we got.
Subaru's official.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, no.
Oh wow, okay. There's nowhere near as many as I thought. Only
Oh, there I
300,000.
am right there. See that blue jacket, orange hat? That's me.
That you?
That's
me.
awesome.
God damn. Get me a zoom on. Enhance.
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 Everybody has very good photo stance there.
Yeah.
Solid
Yeah.
photos.
Solid.
yeah.
It's on their site, you said?
No, it's on Subaru YouTube.
Yeah. No,
No.
Now it's
no,
on
that's
iRacing.
Josh and I. We're whipping up there right now.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's us and the Supra. But yeah, it's only got surprisingly only has 300,000 views as of August 16th, or I'm sorry, as of
Wow.
that was
That's not a
posted
lot.
August 16th. But
There he
The
is.
problem is that as big as Subaru is as a company, it doesn't have anywhere near the traction a Hoonigan would.
No.
right, exactly.
You know, a Hoonigan video comes out, it's 20 minutes, 300,000 views. You know,
Oh, there's
Right.
a bunch of Hoonigan
They should-
delivery on this car, and I'm sure they're going to cross promote it.
They
through
should
Yeah.
have.
theirs.
They should have titled
Yeah.
it Travis Pastrana Drifts Mount Washington.
Yeah.
They would have gotten 10 million.
they
views.
actually already started. They did like gold, like stickers and license plate frames for. Yeah, I mean, we can see the speed there. It
Yeah,
hit
that's
100.
the coolest thing to have that speed right there.
You'll see Will
Where's the
Washington's
call
crash
Lindsay
car,
button?
too, so.
Oh yeah,
The call Lindsay button.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I don't think it's going to do our listeners an awful lot for us to watch this whole thing.
Yeah.
No.
But Travis Pastrana is going fast up a hill, and there's a Red Bull hat just flapping in the breeze.
In a
and
There's
very-
got to be something to do with sponsors because there's always a hat.
Is there really? I
Always,
honestly not.
every single.
Yeah.
And I
Red Bull
mentioned-
brings a
a lot
a
of money.
lot of the gabagool.
I
Yeah.
mentioned it before in the This Versus That's where he was doing the jumping,
Yeah.
and at one point the hat came off and went like flying throughout the cabin. I was like, "Wait, what are you doing with the hat?
Yeah,
what are you
it
doing?"
was
You ever
just
have
there.
one of the podium cans that are actually water?
Oh, I had Tour water from Warp Tour. I got some of those, but I didn't know like the style cans. They look like the shitty
Like
generic
I've had
Monster.
I've had like an actual Monster can.
Yeah.
but it's like water
yeah, it
That's
says-
awesome. That's cool.
because when you get out of this car, you don't
Yeah,
wanna,
you're
you don't
not
wanna-
gonna-
No, you
Yeah,
don't
no
want
one's
to
drinking.
I mean, I
like
do want
crunch
to
a
slam a
monster.
monster,
No
but
one's
these
drinking-
guys are
It's
professional
the same
athletes.
thing with all the UFC athletes. They all have when they hold the can. It's like a
You know what calmed me down right now? A nice, highly carbonated, caffeinated drink.
they're
That
all
I'm gonna
partially
fucking
crushed
pound.
monster cans that they're holding. No, but I would like to have one. Like I said, I've had one from like the Warp Tour, and it just had Tour water down bottom, but it was just kind of in a generic can. I like it in a cooler can.
And the other thing too is to kind of hop on this hat thing. Yes, it's there. Yes, it's visible, but
Hats are great.
he's gonna pop
Pre-order.
off that helmet and first thing put on that hat, just like fucking
I get
NASCAR
it.
driver.
Yeah, you don't want to show
I
up
was
with
gonna
helmet
say,
hair.
Yeah.
You go back to the 80s watching like Indy 500
Yeah.
victories at
Yeah.
the end.
Yeah,
They're
Rick-
changing hats 14 times.
Ricky
before the
Bobby.
season's over, just to get all the different sponsors
Yeah,
out there.
exactly.
Gotta get my
Exactly.
Vaseline hat on.
Yeah, hats go a long way back.
Need my
for
Wonder Bread.
sponsorship.
Yeah. Well, this is certainly a video. We highly encourage everyone to check it out.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
if you
seriously.
haven't
Let's
already,
bump that. Let's
Like
throw
myself.
another 12 views on this for Subaru.
Get some views on there. Get some eyes on it. Go check it out if you have not already. Boys, thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Is there anything you want to say? Shouts to anybody before we can? We'll get into some questions.
Where can we find your pictures? Give us the whole
Yeah, actually,
podcast
give us
rundown.
everything.
Let's get that going.
So find my pictures
Yeah.
at my personal Instagram page, and there's a link to my Flickr where I put everything on there. It's TSISS350.
All right.
All my garbage crap can cars are there, as well as motorsport stuff.
Hell yeah.
All right, so you can follow our podcast on all major podcast platforms.
Yes, sir.
It's Auto Off Topic. So then we're Auto Off Topic on Instagram, Auto Off Topic podcast on Facebook. Not really on Twitter. We have one, but I don't use it. Then you can follow me on Instagram, Raced in Anger, all one word.
Nice.
And then Raced in Anger on Twitter if you want to. I post there occasionally. Mostly just follow people. My photos, I have a Flickr. I think it's Raced in Anger. Flickr. Yeah. I couldn't remember. I used to have it as like Drew84 or something. And then I'm not sure where I'm going to post this story yet. I gotta write it first of all. I've been busy. And then shop it around to we know some people that have websites that'll take it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I've just been posting little teasers on Instagram of photos I took, and that's probably the best place is Instagram really to find it.
Yep.
So, what's you got?
Yeah, that's it. No, we don't post anywhere else because nobody cares about anything else.
Yeah, it's sad.
We don't post to Facebook very much anymore either because nobody does anything on Facebook, and the algorithms are awful. So
Yeah.
nobody even sees our stuff. So
And you guys got some drivers coming up in recent podcasts too. So that should be awesome to listen, tune in,
Less good guests coming up
tune
pretty
into
soon,
these
so,
guys that just are animals.
obviously listen to Revival first.
Now listen to whatever you want.
Yeah.
man.
And,
Yeah.
It's America.
listen to everything. Listen to everything.
Yeah, listen to everything. Support all the locals.
there's plenty
Hell
of
yeah.
time.
So let's get into some questions this week.
Questions.
The real Pofo
Real pofo.
just writes, any private track days coming up? Itching for more seat time. Track car is down at the moment, but daily will do. Actually, his daily will do. If I'm thinking of what his daily is,
3500 Silverado.
M2.
Okay.
I think I don't know about private yet. I do know there are a bunch of Track Night America events that are not full.
Yeah.
Which I shouldn't say because I haven't signed up for them yet. But there's a couple coming up that aren't full, which are always good events. Probably not as good as a private day, but seat time, man. M2 might get it done.
Especially if you're itching. Yeah.
I'm doing one 31st and
31st. Where's 31st?
Thompson.
Thompson.
Never done Thompson before. And then I'm doing Lime Rock.
Shit, I got to see if the 31st is open because I'd love to go to that one.
Lime Rock should be pretty cool. They do
Lime Rock's
two.
going to be
That's-
sick.
that's
When's
definitely sold out.
Lime Rock?
21st, 22nd.
Those sell out immediately. Yeah.
It's more expensive too.
It is. Yeah.
It's like
Well,
$100 more.
Have you been to Lime Rock? You've been to Lime Rock.
I've been to
right?
Lime Rock for the IMSA race.
Yeah, it's magnificent.
Yeah.
It's just like holy shit.
And then I signed up preemptively for the last Thompson, which is October 5th.
Okay,
Oh,
sweet.
cool.
I think I'm signing up for that one.
3-6 Matvia.
3-6 Matt for you.
When are we heading to the? Never mind. I'm not going to read that.
What
That'll-
happened?
That'll get us in trouble.
Really?
Probably.
From Matt?
Maybe. I don't know.
He was telling me all about. He was telling me about pink Korean sausage, which isn't a real thing that Shook was talking about.
It's aso sauce. The pink Korean sausage is made with aso sauce.
Asso sauce.
Aso sauce. Yes.
Asso sauce. Oh, you're the
Aso
authority.
sauce.
I won't ask Matt anymore on Korean things.
Give it a Google. Give it a Google. I'm telling you.
I can't wait.
Just Google pink sausage.
No.
Asshole.
Nope.
Yeah.
Asshole.
Give it a
Pink sausage. Asshole.
Just give it a shot. See what pops up. Never finishing projects.
Never finishing projects.
What is one weird car you really want? For me, it would be a 2CV or a Dodge Rampage.
Oh, 2CV's a
Oh,
great
Dos
answer.
Yes, yes, yes.
Weird car that I really want?
Is it the Dodge Omni? I think it's a Dodge Omni.
GLHS
Yeah,
or
I
GLH?
think it
Well,
is.
that's basically what he said with the Rampage. It's like an El Camino Omni.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
I don't know what's a really weird car I want.
I don't know. There's not.
I mean,
yeah, it
I
is.
want
Dodge
a.
Omni. It's the Mark One. Volkswagen Mark One is what it is.
yeah.
I mean, I want a Cyclone, but that's not weird.
That's not super.
It's kind of weird for me to say, but I would like a Cyclone. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
No, it's totally on brand.
Is that on brand?
Yeah, all-wheel drive 90s turbo. Yeah, it's on brand.
Yeah, all right. There goes Galant. There goes Galant VR4 too,
Yeah.
right?
Both of us have those. So
Those are badass cars.
Yeah.
I like those a lot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with that one, even though it's totally on brand as well.
you want to buy one?
Kinda.
We can talk after the show.
All right.
I mean, it's not really weird.
I'm not gonna say no.
I have been looking at a lot of. Not that I can fucking even think about buying
Let's
one,
do it.
but a Viper.
Oh
Like,
yeah, but
I-
Viper's not weird. But
they're not
Viper's the
super
perfect buy.
weird, but
I
they're-
did see a black one with white stripes the other
Dude.
day, and I was like, "Good God!"
I saw a
Dude.
matte black one on the way to work that had to be turbo just based on the wrap job.
just based on Matt.
And on Route 6 today, I was like, "Who's?" It's Tuesday. It's Wednesday morning.
At what? At like 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it was like
who's-
8:30 in the morning. This guy's just cranking his twin turbo Viper down.
Who's
Route
out here
6.
flexing?
Yeah,
There's
Jesus.
a pizza shop right near me. Gentleman owns a first gen red Viper.
Oh,
Still rocks it.
has
Still
to.
rocks it.
Has
It's got
to.
the
Probably
pizza
stock
shop
tires.
name on the license plate. Just all the
Oh
time.
man, that's
See
a
it- see 'em
tax
all the
write-off
time.
right there.
Place cash only.
no, no,
would hope.
surprisingly not. No.
Not part of the roast beef scam.
Let's see.
Guy owns a mattress shop.
Downtown Dub just writes Tesla
Downtown
being
Dub.
investigated by NHTSA for crashing into emergency vehicles. We covered that one.
Yeah, like Josh
Um,
said, it's the emergency vehicle's fault.
They were in the way.
Nope. Goddamn that AI. BTLDGT.
BTL, DGT,
Bottle digit.
Bottle digit?
battle
digit?
battle digit.
If they create a new law after Chuck wins his case, will he buy more before it starts?
You know, the weird thing is, I kind of have all the K cars I want. I like them. I think they're great. But I have a little car and I have a little truck. That's all I want.
Right.
I mean, I'd probably buy cappuccino as well. Thank you.
And a little van. Your little van.
Yeah, probably a fan
The
too.
whole family. Whole family.
No,
So-
I'm looking to get back into full size cars.
A lot less headaches.
Well, I mean, I'll fight it. As I say, it's like a fun little collector thing to have, and like a bullshit car, and
Yeah.
you know the mirror's good on track and stuff.
Again, the
But,
joy
like-
of that thing.
Yeah, the joy is wonderful, but I am looking to get into full size cars again. I've been hurt before.
Looking upgrade. So you're going to go with the M Coupe. Anti-Hero 983 just writes, any love for Baja Bugs? I never hear you guys mention them when you talk about air-cooleds.
We
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about Project Stink Bug
Stink
all
Bug,
the time.
our
Yeah,
buddy.
Speaking of which, he just got his engine.
Took the
no.
took delivery, if you will.
Wow.
Yeah,
Did you
we
get
love
other
Baja
pictures?
Bugs.
What's up?
Did you get other pictures?
Yeah, he sent me a bunch of photos.
Okay, because he posted, of said crate and somewhat opening said crate.
He sent me a handful of videos of it on the engine dyno as well.
Yep.
It does not sound like a bug engine.
Oh boy.
My registry hookup told me that someone just denied trying to register a Doom buggy,
That's interesting.
which would blow my mind because people are registering Polaris side by sides all over the state. I mean, young Ben, a quick young Ben update,
Oh, boy.
way late into the thing.
Oh boy.
He sent me a video today of someone passing him in a turbo Polaris on Route 6, like in front of the car dealerships. He's like, I guess you can register these now? Like, yeah, sure. They made a plenty of room by denying all the K cars, so you can register side by sides.
The good news
I
is
mean-
they go right over rocks.
That is my that's my revenge. If I got to get rid of these things, that's the first thing I'm buying.
You just double down.
Give me the longest loan on the most expensive side by side I can get. I'm racing to work in the snow like a total asshole. I can't wait.
It's 100% throttle everywhere.
Yeah.
Just no modulation.
It's the only one.
just
Like,
fucking-
Kyle's got to give me that thing so I can go always 100.
You got to go full ski gear in the snow, though. 'cause
Exactly.
those things do not have
Oh,
any
absolutely.
Kind of
Yeah.
control.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Goggles, radio headset, everything.
Exactly.
The Jackalope 89.
The Jackalope 89.
Not a question, but I want to make sure my boys are eating good and staying hydrated. And he also writes, call your moms.
I'll call my mother. My
Per-
mother called me right before this.
Perfect PSA.
I ate great last night.
Yeah, so did I.
Perfect
We had
PSA.
a lot of big steaks happened.
We had
Probably eat
shawarma
the rest
today.
when I get home.
Oh, there's still. Oh yeah, you said you didn't.
It was.
I
it
ate the
was
rest
a
last night.
freakish amount of
How
steak.
big a steak was that again?
28 ounce.
28
And
ounces.
You just destroyed it.
It didn't exist.
I looked over and it disappeared, and everybody else was like, I'm a quarter way in. Corey, 28-ounce steak, like nobody's business.
My God.
Sides, desserts. And he
Endless.
had a campfire Sunday after it.
It did.
Cleaned the whole fucking thing out.
Yeah.
Endless stomach.
Yeah, it's everybody at the table. It was just like I'm so proud.
Yeah.
Baby Yoda
Baby Yoda.
just writes favorite candy. I don't want to hear chocolate.
Chocolate.
Starburst.
You know what I'm really into, and I know he doesn't want to hear chocolate? Trader Joe's makes a milk chocolate with full hazelnut bar.
That's good.
I just
good.
can't get
He's
enough of
not
them.
wrong.
I'd eat the whole thing every day.
Highly into the Sour Patch
I thought you were
watermelons.
say ring pops.
Ring
Big
pops.
ring pop
Yeah,
guy.
ring pops.
Yeah.
Just
Big adult
love
ring
them.
pop
I
guy.
usually wear like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Pop
Just
them
still
on there.
work? I'll go
At
with
the-
sugar.
yeah, just at the office. Just
Yeah, just take a seat. I'm just a grown man sucking on a ring pop. Go
on the
ahead, take a
phone.
seat. Yeah.
On the phone. I just noticed that. Yeah, constantly.
Jesus. What do you guys? You guys like candy over there?
You can't eat.
Simple man, give me some peanut M&Ms all the way.
Oh,
Yeah,
peanut
M&Ms.
M&Ms.
That's a
Simple,
quality.
nothing fancy,
It's a
nothing
solid
fancy.
one.
Oof, here we go.
No, it's got to be chocolate.
Gotta be chocolate.
Right, there's not
Candy is not chocolate.
Yeah.
Shook. You're into some weird shit.
Yeah, what's your candy?
Twizzlers pull and peel.
That was not weird. I'm sad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
could've been
expect.
Bar, payday, candy, overall Reese's peanut butter cup.
I expected some weird JDM. thing.
Payday?
Yeah.
Sammy gave me some weird ass bar. I don't know what
You wake up 14 hours later in the hospital.
Yeah.
it was. I was missing my kidneys.
Oh man, shouts to Sammy.
Bum's a little sore.
Jake_MX5.
Jacob is
Do you
five.
guys think the new Nissan Z will get good color options? We actually covered some of them
Yes.
earlier.
Blue
so
interior.
yeah, it seems like they're gonna
Only
get
option
some.
I need to know.
Yeah.
KG211.
KG211.
What's the opposite of the Chuck system, i.e., selling a '98 Camry for $4,000?
I don't know. The opposite of the Chuck system?
Yeah,
So he's selling something?
Oh, you mean
Selling.
if you're the seller?
if you're the seller.
I don't know. I got to think that out. But if you haven't noticed, I don't sell any cars, so I have no idea.
No idea how selling works.
I just
Buy another one? Is that? is that
yeah, I
how-
buy another car. I don't
Buy
know. Put
something
that
else?
somewhere.
Justice Beaver 69 just
Justice
writes
Beaver 69.
new hot dog hack.
New hot dog hat?
New hot dog hack. Hollow out a jalapeno. Stick hot dog through jalapeno. Grill.
God bless this man for.
Yeah, he's out there
listening to
doing
us.
Lord's work for a bunch of other stuff, but I
Yeah.
can't get on board with that.
I don't know. That might be good.
I think the jalapeno hot dog sounds pretty serious, and I like that he shared that with us.
Yeah.
What do you hollow it out with?
Are we going lengthwise?
Another
or
hot dog.
across?
Yeah, we're doing lengthwise or across.
No, that's just a skewer. You just like making shish kebabs.
I think across is definitely the move. Exactly. Because you could probably get two of them.
Yeah.
Depends on the length of your hot dog.
Yeah. If you get the footlongs, I mean, Jesus.
Oh my God.
It's an odd looking
sure
bun
are.
that's required for that thing.
Tim Connors, I do love high chews, but if I do get them in my sight, I'll devastate the whole bag.
I was never a high chew guy.
Oh,
I thought they were weak on flavor.
Oh, my God.
High chews where it's at.
I choose a good road trip food because
Yeah.
you get it work to get them open, so they last a little longer.
Sometimes you hurt your jaw by chewing so
Yeah.
much. TD's just writes, how you feeling? We're feeling good, TD's.
Whoa, hold on. We gotta- right back to
Oh, my
titties in a
God.
second.
All right.
Wait, that's
a
a thing.
jalapeno, but it's a bun as well.
Yeah, what did you think he was
Well,
doing?
yeah,
I was
what-
going to put it in
I
a
thought it
bun.
was just
I'm into
raw
that.
dog in it.
No.
I thought it was using it
no.
instead of bun. I thought it was like a gluten free.
No, you got to
I
go
did that gluten-free
jalapeno,
option.
stick the hot dog in there, stick the gagger in there.
Yeah, but they
Oh,
put
my
it
God.
in
Look on the
they-
right.
They put it in the wrong way.
No, look
But
on the
there's
right.
cheese.
There's cheese.
Oh,
in
they're
between.
slicing the gagger.
There's cheese in between the degs. Oh
Wow.
my God, we are
Wow.
revolutionizing the hot dog
Okay.
game.
So
Visual
you,
I was looking
so
for,
you
but-
split the peen right down the middle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fill it with some cheese.
Grill it for 8 minutes.
Shove that
seems
bitch
a lot.
in a jalapeno.
Till she
and
melts.
then put that in a bun and then consume.
I think
This
you
savage-
avoid the bun.
They didn't grill the bun?
Yeah, I mean, not grilling the bun is a rookie move.
Yeah,
here,
I'd
but-
like to get this video off the screen.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. You know what I would do this with like a chicken sausage or something like that. I would do that for sure.
Yeah, a chicken sausage might be too girthy to get through the jalapeno.
What else
I've
could you
worked with it
shove?
before.
You might have to stitch two jalapenos together.
You get a bell pepper for that
You
one.
could shove
Yeah.
all kinds of things. in
Do a
places.
kielbasa and a bell
Yeah.
pepper in a fucking sub roll.
There you
Boom.
go.
Let's modernize this thing.
Bacon wrap now. You're talking
Oh
about
boy, there's so many things.
Jalapenos.
So let's see. Let's go to the top now.
To the top.
M Wolf 380.
M Wolf 380.
If you guys like the Maverick, check out the Atlas Wolf electric truck. I can't say I've ever seen that thing.
All right.
and I whispered, no.
Atlas. I will right now. Atlas Wolf. let's
Atlas
see.
Wolf electric
Atlas
truck.
Wolf Electric. Does that mean have Wolf in his name as well?
No. Oh, it does. M Wolf 380.
Do you think he's the Atlas
This
Wolf?
could very. I don't know
Oh,
if
it's the
he's
alpha
trying
one.
to.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that looks like
Oh, the Alpha, not
Alpha
the Atlas.
Wolf.
fucking autocorrect. That looks like a zombie apocalypse type vehicle.
Looks like an old Yoda.
Yeah. Can it run on the bodies of the dead?
No, it looks like it needs a lot of electricity.
Yeah, that looks like a large lead cord going.
I'm all
into
in
that.
on EVs that look like this because they have
Yeah.
style.
Yeah.
Give me some style.
That's why. That's why it's not coming out. Production date is still unknown. We know what that means.
And
This is some
it's just
vaporware.
company.
Yeah, they made one, and this is it.
That's the thing. EVs don't need to look futuristic.
Look
you
at your
can
boy,
make them
though.
look cool, but
Cowboy hat. He knows what he's fucking talking
not
about.
cowboy hat. Oh,
Christopher Smith.
Looks like a man named Wolf.
Yeah.
That might be our guy. I mean, that thing's the Beefmaster. I'll give it that.
I
It
don't
looks like
know
the
wheels.
rear tire is twice the height of the front tire.
It looks like it has a sunroof. Oh, there's a
is that a
weird.
PV?
No, there's some weird like.
Yeah, those are PV
camera stuff
panels in
going
the
on.
back here.
Some PVs in here.
Yeah, because that's just a render. That's not a real vehicle.
It looks to
That's
me
why-
like it doesn't
Yeah.
actually exist. Is what
Yeah,
we're looking at.
yeah, exactly. That's
Fool
completely
me. I thought it was.
Wow,
a real
where'd they get
vehicle.
that dash
That's
idea?
completely.
That's a really
computer
cool,
generated.
The seat pattern.
tall center stack.
Yeah. Look
Well,
at
it's
those-
cool. I hope it comes out someday.
Yeah. It
Did the
won't.
Kaiser make this? Actually, his is more likely to come out.
Well, the same company, Alpha Motors, has another like little coupe thing they're doing too. Supposedly, if it ever happens.
Oh, were these
Which
guys
it
are
won't.
knocking off the Lancia?
No. that was
different
not them.
guys?
Yeah.
Hit me with the Alpha Motors coupe as well. I want to.
Yeah,
see
it
what's
was that
going on
coupe.
there.
Looks like the tires are different sizes now from the previous render.
Maybe they changed over time.
Different angle.
Alpha Motors
Alpha Motors, not Atlas.
Coupe. Yeah, sure.
Coupe. Yeah, give that a shot.
Yeah, there you
Coupe?
go.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
wow.
Little Alpha kind of.
Yeah, that
that's
thing's
cool.
cool.
I'm into that. That doesn't look like a render at all. Totally.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
They gotta upgrade their GPU.
hey, you know what? I dig the design style, but like
Again,
it
it's
takes a
to
lot to
exist.
make a car.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
hope it comes out.
That's
I mean,
why-
new car companies are invented every day, and they always work.
That's why ours hasn't come out yet.
Yep, but it's coming.
Yeah.
But you can
Take a-
pre-order
take a
on the
look.
website
Pre-order.
/B4B. It's the
Yep.
B4B mobile.
Yep. Zero commitment on our end. But
$100 on your end, non-refundable. What else we got, Josh?
that's it. That's
That's
it for
it?
the questions. Yeah.
So are we giving
we'll,
them?
we'll end on that.
That's how you're
yeah.
gonna do them.
That's how we're gonna do them today.
I like it.
Yep. We've gone
What
for
time is it?
2.5 hours.
Oh shit!
It's almost 10 o'clock. Gentlemen, thank you very much for coming to hang out. That was awesome. It was fun.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no problem.
I
No problem.
appreciate it. Thank you.
We look forward to kind of hearing things unfold on your podcast and whatnot, and hopefully getting out together at some motorsport events.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
thank
It was
you.
great
Thanks for
meeting you
coming out.
guys.
let me bring up
Yeah,
my.
cool. I've been meaning to get to a Thompson drift night or day or whatever to shoot some.
I don't know
drifting.
what the next one is. Shook?
September 3rd and 4th.
September 3rd
September
and
3rd
4th.
and 4th. So that's only a couple weeks away.
30th and 31st.
Let's not get that far ahead of
Yeah,
ourselves.
you're just we just needed the next one.
Go to Staggered. That's
Staggered
right.
September
Pre-reg.
19th, Yeah,
September 19th.
yeah. I highly recommend going and check them out.
They're good to practice.
Yeah, yeah, oh, for
because
sure.
it's, your drift
Cars-
guys are just going and going and going.
It's
and you
cars
have
in motion, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
can
can
just
kind of get
to
ready.
try
and-
like super slow pans. You can
Yep.
try super fast stuff. and
Yep.
just-
We got some of the homies out there. ELJ Photography, he's been here all night. Our friend Raf, or as everyone knows in Spanish, English. A bunch of other photographers are out there, and they take unbelievable photos.
Oh yeah, I follow a bunch of them. It's
yeah.
great stuff.
Yeah, they do some
Props to
incredible
God.
photos.
Great
shouts
stuff.
to the boys.
URL Gaming said on the B4B. Did you get it yet?
We might have.
We'll talk about it next week.
Can't wait. You're number one on next week, though.
Shouts.
Big shout.
I know who that is. It's Louis.
Louis.
It's Louis.
Louis who?
Mark 1 Louis.
Mark one Louis.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
big
Remember
show.
way back in the day? Yeah, hell
E
yeah.
and the D.
Yep. So, gentlemen, I think that's going to do it. So, as always, thank you very much for listening. Don't forget to visit our YouTube channel where you can like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Also, check out some of our other shows brought to you by Revival Motoring, Talking Motorcycles, Topics Under the Stairs, and the Circle Jerks podcast. So, with that said, we will see you next week. Don't forget to visit our website for more info and advertising opportunities. See ya.
Talk to the boys later. Thanks for listening.